Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 and hits 103.9 FM in Accra and Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions including Volta Premier Ho, ATL Cape Coast, Lolonyo FM Ho and Kekeli FM Ho. Get radio, TV and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, James Jachikwason beats the NPP's Charles Opoku to reclaim Assin North parliamentary seat despite an ongoing legal tussle.
I'm focused on how I can get Assin North developed. The court can take its own course.
We have details as he promises to resume work in the interest of his constituents. Also, Mines and Energy Committee in Parliament appeals to government to pay IPPs to prevent a looming power crisis as outstanding arrears owed them rises to 1.7 billion cedis. Also in business,
aggrieved customers of Gold Coast Fund Management call for investigation into missing servers in the custody of Iyoko. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
And as the clock ticks towards a major fuel shortage across the country, oil marketing companies raise alarm. More than 4,000 outlets are yet to refuel their tanks as tanker drivers strike inch past 72 hours.
But the larger picture is that the average Ghanaian cannot move freely. Food will not move from the hinterland to the easily because they all rely on fuel. And if we don't get the fuel to them, obviously, gradually the country will come to a halt.
We'll bring you details as the Roads and Highways Ministry races to avert economic activity in the country grinding to a halt.
The Road and Highway Minister called me and said he would like to engage us tomorrow being Wednesday, being the holiday. But what we are looking for is only to fix the road for us.
I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Details shortly. After weeks of intense campaigning and an ongoing legal tussle, James Jachikwason of the National Democratic Congress emerged victorious in the Assin North by-election. After a keenly contested exercise, Mr. Kwason polled a total of 17,245 votes to beat his closest contender, Charles Opoku of the ruling New Patriotic Party, by 12,630 votes. Meanwhile, Bernie Sefenu of the Liberal Party of Ghana had 87 votes to finish third in the race. My colleague Parkwesi Shandoff has the following report.
I hereby declare Honorable James Jachikwason as a member of Parliament elect for the Assin North constituency.
This is not Kumewu. We took Charles Opoku's money and spent it, but we did not vote for him. These were chants from some jubilant voters in Assin North after the NDC's James Jachikwason was declared winner of the by-election, which many pundits and connoisseurs have described as the most keenly contested by-election in the Fourth Republic. The exercise started in the early hours of Wednesday morning with hundreds of voters queuing to cast their ballots. Despite strong assurances of thorough security preparations, there were minor disturbances, including the arrest of an imposter who was clad in a military uniform. This, however, did not distort the flow of proceedings, which was generally described as peaceful. Amidst the process, National Communications Officer of the opposition National Democratic Congress, Sami Jemfi, expressed confidence in his party's victory. According to him, the NPP's candidate was no threat at all. The Ashanti Regional Chairman of the ruling New Patriotic Party, Bernard Entry-Boisiako, popularly known as Chairman Wuntumi, was equally confident about victory.
About 400 catch me said Nipa 26,000 now to Sisia.
26,000.
Sisia Minoka say.
At the moment, the angels have told me that about 26,000 people have voted, out of which the NPP already has 16,000 of those votes.
Yeah, number 16,000.
But after all the results from all the 99 polling stations were received, it was the NDC's James Jachikwason who emerged victorious. Had this to say.
I'm focused on how I can get Assin North developed. The court can take its own course.
And that was Parkwesi Shandov's report. Now, the Mines and Energy Committee in Parliament has appealed to government to settle its debt to the independent power producers to prevent a looming power crisis. Government currently owes 1.73 billion cedis. The IPPs are demanding a 30% payment or they will shut down their plants on June 30. After meeting the IPPs on Monday, ranking member on the Mines and Energy Committee, John Jenapo, says government must pull all strings to settle them.
We have impressed upon them to exercise restraint, maximum patience, and allow all of us to find an amicable solution. But the bottom line is that some payment ought to be made. I mean, government cannot just say, you keep supplying power, I won't pay you. Don't forget that they also have their financiers. They've taken debt from their financiers. So they ought to service their debt. They have debt obligation. So you can't just tell them that, look, keep supplying power. What about the monies ECG keeps collecting? What about the other monies that come to the energy sector? And so in as much as we impress upon them, I hold a strong view that government must make some payments.
Now, the Association of Oil Marketing Companies are raising alarm of more than 4,000 outlets across the country running out of fuel. The pump stations since Monday have not refilled their stock after tanker drivers declared a nationwide strike over terrible roads leading to its depots. Though the Road Ministry is scheduled to meet with the transporters today, Union Chairman George Nyonu said they will not back down on their actions.
The strike is still going on. Just yesterday, immediately we called the strike. In the evening, the road and highway minister called me and said he's out of the country. So hopefully he will be in today. Therefore, he would like to engage us tomorrow being Wednesday, being the holiday. I said, okay, fine. As a honorable, we will give you that honorable respect. So anytime you are ready to meet us, we will call all the executives to meet you, to listen to what you have for us. But what we are looking for is only to fix the road for us.
Meanwhile, the clock is ticking towards a shortage in supplies, especially to gas stations. Vice President of the Liquefied Petroleum Gas Marketers Association, Gabriel Kumi, is warning of a shortage.
You know, unfortunately, this strike started on Monday. You know, we didn't work on Saturday. We didn't work on Sunday. Monday is the day we use to replenish the stocks which were depleted over the weekend. Unfortunately, Monday the strike hit, and it has continued till Tuesday. And I'm saying, if by close of tomorrow, Wednesday, if the strike is not averted, we are going to have a very, very, very strong impact. And one thing is that even if we are able to avert it tomorrow, expect product to get to the countryside by somewhere Friday.
Small-scale miners in Tontokrom in the Amasia South District of the Ashanti region have called on government to establish a community mining scheme in the area to help end clashes with Asanko mines. The community has accused the mining company of taking over their lands, depriving them of access to opportunities. They believe the community mining scheme will support the youth to stay out of violence. There's more on the following report.
The expansion of the community mining scheme introduced by the government is expected to resolve incidents of illegal mining activities in the country. After its establishment in several mining communities, it has provided job opportunities for many. But miners in Tontokrom claim the absence of the scheme in the community has led to conflicts between the youth and Asanko mine. They want the government to establish the small-scale community mining scheme in the community to avert any form of attack on the mine.
We have been attacked on several occasions by military men from Asanko mines. Amansia is huge, so if one is commissioned at Achumanso, we should also get one at Tontokrom to employ over 10,000 people.
Deputy Minister for Lands and Natural Resources George Mrikuduka says the government will consult stakeholders on the way forward in establishing a community mining scheme.
So when they do that, what we do is to sit with all the stakeholders and find out the possible ways of getting them scheme launched.
Reporting for Joy News, Nana Boachi Dankwa Yadom.
Now, the highly anticipated debut of Osei Educhum Senior High School, named after the Education Minister, fell short of expectations as they struggled to make an impression in the Ashanti Regional NSMQ qualifiers. Despite the hopes and aspirations surrounding their first-time appearance, contestants of the school found themselves grappling with challenges, unable to assert their dominance among seasoned contenders. Emmanuel Bright-Kweku has more.
This is your first time coming to the National Science and Maths. How do you see it?
It was a thrilling contest. Looking at the competition from Akuna SDA, I think they did very well. We also did our part, but unfortunately for us, we couldn't qualify. We've not come out to any external contest before. This is our first time.
In fact, this is our first time to the contest. And with 18 points, we hope there is more room for improvement next year. For the stage first time, it was pressure though, yeah. Pressure was inside. I'm good
and that was Emmanuel Bright-Kweku's report from Kumasi. That's it for the bulletin. In our top story, James Jachikwesin beats the NPP's Charles Opoku to reclaim Assin North parliamentary seat despite an ongoing legal tussle. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. Business is next on the Super Morning Show.
See that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa! Bobo! Bobo, so how your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that? Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panzapa. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation movement World Cup like that? Sorry. Chairman. Hey, Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Okay. If I leave work now, I can beat traffic, get takeaways for dinner with the girls, and be on time to pick up Sam and his mom from the hospital. Proud to belong to APSA.
We know that life is go, 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 and that it's hard to make time for the things that really count. That's why with APSA's digital channels, you can bank where and how you want, so you can focus on what or who is important to you. Get things done simply with our digital channels. That's Africanacity, that's APSA.
Life's battle during retirement are not won by the strongest. Sooner or later, those who win are those who prepare for it. Ensuring your future is your responsibility to your family and loved ones. Progress Trustees, a company that guarantees a cheerful life of retirement for both formal and informal sector workers. The Progress Occupational Pension Scheme, the Progress Provident Fund Scheme, and the Progress Personal Pension Scheme helps you achieve peace of mind during retirement. We also provide administration services for employer-sponsored schemes, including staff welfare schemes seeking to outsource their day-to-day administration of their second-tier occupational pension and third-tier provident fund scheme. Start your journey to envisage quality life during retirement by contacting us on 0504-368-048 on our website www.progresstrusteesgh.com. Progress Trustees, a joyous retirement begins here.
For Pepsodent, smiles are one of the most important things we have. The problem is, globally, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities. Pepsodent, with maximum cavity protection, helps to prevent the formation of cavities. Pepsodent, because every smile matters. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Home is your sanctuary. Home is a reflection of who you are, an extension of your inner being. Take your time, get it right. The furniture, the decor, the accessories, the lights. When it feels like you, it feels like home. Shop at Orca for the most variety of quality furniture and accessories to personalize your space and make your house a home. Visit the Orca Deco Superstore on Spinks Road today.
Charlie, that be the sound you hear when things make hot. I'm sure this is not battery, just cash flow. Laja no D. It is safe to say we are all facing challenging times. We are all wondering how we are going to lighten our financial burdens. Nowhere cool, but don't worry. With a little help from your trusted bank, Societe Generale Ghana, be biara may fine. Societe Generale Ghana is making all its customers happy with the Yatiso Loans promo. In fact, SG Ghana customers and even non-customers who are on the controller and accountant general payroll can enjoy access to our amazing discounted loans. Don't waste time. Get your loan today. Step into a branch or call 0302-214-314 to get the ball rolling. Terms and conditions apply. Remember, promotion ends on 7th August 2023. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
You worry. Just be happy. Don't you worry.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
And the 6 a.m. news was brought to you by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. Coming up next is the Joy Business Report. Is brought to you by Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life. Good morning, Daryl.
Hey, anyone, how are you doing? Happy holiday.
I know, right? Happy holiday to you too. What are you looking forward to the most today?
Meat. Plenty meat.
I think that's become a thing for us, hasn't it? On this day, the Feast of Sacrifices, we look forward to the meat that we get. But you know, I was talking about an article in the paper 2 days ago that the Sunyani markets had reported that people were not actually buying.
Yeah, we've got similar reports from Techiman as well. I believe it's a situation across the country because...
So both the anthrax and the economic...
Yeah.
You know, yesterday was funny, right? I was driving on the N1 and this big articulator truck, huge truck, had a sheep on top of it.
Wow.
The sheep was like, oh my God, where am I going? What
am I going? What are they going to do to me?
Why do I have to endure this? It was really, really funny. But anyway, that's Daryl, and he is bringing us the Joy Business Report.
Hi, happy holiday. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, aggrieved customers of Gold Coast Fund Management call for investigation into missing server in the custody of Iyoko. Also ahead, Chamber of Independent Power Producers sends memo to members directing them to cut power supply to the ECG on Saturday, the 1st of July. And Automobile Assemblers Association of Ghana retreats calls for a ban on importation of used and salvaged vehicles. Details coming up. My name is Daryl Kwal. Thanks for being with us this morning. First up, the aggrieved customers of Gold Coast Fund Management have called for investigations into circumstances that led to a reported missing server containing data of customers of the collapsed company. According to the customers, the server, which contained vital information that could address the issue in court, was in the custody of the Economic and Organized Crime Office. Speaking to Joy Business, the convener of the aggrieved customers of Gold Coast Fund Management, Charles Nyame, appealed to government to investigate the matter.
We, the customers of Gold Coast Fund Management, calling on the government to initiate an immediate investigation in the activities of Iyoko over a missing server which contained valued over 3.5 billion belonging to Gold Coast Fund Management. The server has become very important in the determination of the liquidation case between the government and the Gold Coast Fund Management. And this liquidation case has been a condition to the payment of we, the customers of Gold Coast Fund Management, where the government has said and has remained it that unless it secures liquidation order, the monies belonging to Gold Coast Fund Management customers, which has been approved by the Parliament, will not be disbursed.
You heard convener of the aggrieved customers of Gold Coast Fund Management, Charles Nyame. Now, the Chamber of Independent Power Producers has asked members to cut power supply to the national grid from the 1st of July to press home demands for government to settle 30% of nearly $2 billion debt. This is according to an email from the Chamber to 6 members cited by Joy Business. The Chamber says it is determined to get results at all costs. The members include Sunona Sogli, Senate, Car Powership, Senpower, AXA, and Twin City Energy. Elik Plim Akpatogbo is CEO of the Chamber of Independent Power Producers.
Thank you very much. Good evening to you and to your listeners. I think some few days or weeks back we have indicated the stress that we are going through, the frustration that we are going through in discharging our business, the state for that matter. We are critically challenged, facing financial difficulties. We have made these challenges known to government, ECG for that matter, but have not received the needed attention. We indicated that we are unable to guarantee supply after June 30th, just because we do not have the resources to do so.
You had Elik William Akpatogbo there. He's CEO of the Chamber of Independent Power Producers. Now, the Automobile Assemblers Association of Ghana has reiterated calls on government to ban the sale of used and salvaged vehicles. According to President of the association, Jeffrey Opompepra, this is necessary to cushion the automotive sector and becoming a major contributor to Ghana's economic growth. He was speaking at the maiden edition of the Ghana Automotive Summit.
There are a few provisions of the GADP still outstanding, and we call on government and ask the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Trade and Industry to assist and accelerate the implementation of these provisions as soon as possible to help and ensure the sustainable growth of our feeding industry. This includes binding of the sale of used cars older than 10 years, as well as stopping the sale of salvage vehicles, and then implementing the provision of the 35% duty on vehicles imported in the same category as those assembled locally.
President of the Automobile Assemblers Association of Ghana, Jeffrey Opompepra. Now, government has been able to partly address the concerns of high interest rates in the country with support from development partners. This is through the introduction of innovative financial products with some of its partners. Now, speaking at the Mama Project on behalf of the Second Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Elsie Ado-Awaji, Assistant Head of Payment Systems at the bank, Clarissa Kudowu, assured that the central bank is supporting the government to promote low interest rates for smaller businesses.
The National Financial Inclusion and Development Strategy was developed as government of Ghana's framework for driving financial inclusion in Ghana. The framework sets out to improve MSMEs' access to financial services, as well as accompanying measures to develop capacity of MSMEs to access and benefit from these services. The key constraint for MSMEs' access to finance, however, is the high interest rate charged by financial institutions. This has been partly addressed by the introduction of innovative products and services with the help of our development partners, so that MSMEs can have access to finance at competitive rates.
You had Clarissa Kudowu, who is Assistant Head of Payment Systems at the Bank of Ghana. Now, Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry, Dr. Stephen Amo, has called on small and medium enterprises to engage in proper managerial practices to ensure growth. He advised that tracking of business activities and finances will enable business owners assess the performance of the operations and make critical decisions.
The business money is not your money. Once you understand that, you move. But if the smallest challenge, you go and take money from your business money, you're collapsing the business. You can only spend from your profit. That is where you separate ownership from control. That is, if you have an accountant, you listen to your accountant. If you have a manager, human resource, whatever it is, you need to make sure that you are entirely different from the business you have set up yourself. That the business can grow out of well-defined systems. But if you think is your business and even your capital, you dip your hand into it, withdraw money from your capital, you're collapsing the business.
Dr. Seven Amwa is Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry. The Ghana Institution of Engineering has charged members to exude professionalism in the operations. According to its president, Engineer Kwabena Bimpong, members must contribute to the various sectors of the economy to support government's quest for economic growth. He was speaking at the 38th induction ceremony of the professional engineering practitioners of the institution.
There are many engineering practitioners who have questioned the relevance of our institution. Some ask, just like what J.F. Kennedy said, what is in it for me? I want to turn the question round. What would you like your institution to be like? I would like to point out that we all have a role to play in making our institution what we want it to be. Our structures provide various platforms for us to contribute to the development of our country.
Engineer Kwabena Bimpong is president of the Ghana Institution of Engineering. Now, Chief Executive Officer of the Petroleum Commission, Egbert Fable Jr., is calling on academic institutions to tailor curricula to prepare graduates for the job market. According to him, most companies prefer to employ expatriates rather than Ghanaians because locals are unable to match their qualifications with skills in the field. Mr. Fable spoke at the maiden edition of the Upstream Job Role Localization Conference.
Much as it's now a global village and so you get expatriates coming in, the truth and the stark reality is that for each expatriate you see working in the office in Ghana, let us know that the cost of bringing the expatriates, living here, working here, is passed on to Ghana when crude liftings are being done. Much as we want to work with our international partners, we need to deliberately train our own people so that over a period of time, they will take over the expatriate roles. The IOCs, we expect you to commit to train more Ghanaians. The academic institutions, we expect you to change the mode of instruction. We need more applied training. Only recently, last year, the Commission spent about 4 million Ghana cedis to train 150 young Ghanaians at no cost to them.
That was Chief Executive of the Petroleum Commission, Egbert Fable Jr. You're listening to the Joy Business Report. Adansi Travels has become a household name in the travel business, but it was not all rosy when the business started. It took 3 years for founder and managing director Gideon Asari to figure out how to break into the market. He shares insights as we continue to track the 10-year journey of the travel agency. Take a listen.
That's on the 11th to the 18th of September. We are expecting 100 people and already 48 is gone.
The team at Adansi Travels Limited are planning a tour of Europe as part of the travel agency's 10th anniversary. Gideon Asari started the business. He had come to like traveling himself, so when he returned to Ghana, he reached out to his friends and started to work towards establishing the travel agency.
I realized that a lot of the case studies that was being used were not being done in Ghana. And so, personally, I didn't want to believe that the problem was with the market. I thought that problem was the products. So, Ghanaians were not traveling because they were not getting, we were not making, the agents were not making the travel easy for them.
Find out what innovation Gideon Asari brought to the industry on the Joy Business Fund. That's at 1 p.m. right after the Joy Business Report, 5 p.m. on Business Live on the Joy News channel. Before we go, market updates for you on the commodity market to begin with. Crude oil selling this morning at $72 a barrel. Gold open trading at $1,915 an ounce after increasing by more than $2. Cocoa is selling at $3,258 a ton. On the currency market, the dollar going for 11 cedis 70 pesos on the forex or retail market. The pound going for 14 cedis 95 pesos, and the euro selling at 12 cedis 70 pesos. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Daryl Kwao. Thanks for listening. The Super Morning Show continues with Nimwizi. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you, Daryl. Thank you, Daryl. And
please,
this
if you get meat, I'm around.
If you're around the whole day,
I'm around the whole day.
I shall not forget you. I shall never forget you. No worries.
Sure, definitely.
All right, this is the Super Morning Show here on Joy 99.7 FM. The inspirational song is brought to you by Duraplast Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC pipes and water tank. Where Duraplast goes, water flows. And this morning, we're saying thank you, Allah. We're joining with our Muslim brothers and sisters to celebrate the Feast of Sacrifices. And like Dao said, if you get meat, we day.
Are you looking for a new way to revise for your WASI? Then Joy Learning has everything you need in place. Yes, we are back with the 2023 revision show for SHS 3 learners. Don't worry, your favorite question of the day section wasn't left out. And you can engage with your facilitators during live TV lessons, ask questions, and get real-time feedback in the comfort of your own space. The 2023 revision show for SHS learners shows every Monday to Friday at 7:30 p.m. right here on Joy Learning. Joy Learning. Learning is so fun. Joy Learning. Keep learning.
The most exciting, entertaining, and competitive cookery show. Big Chef Tertiary Edition coming soon.
Are you looking for a new way to revise for your WASI? Then Joy Learning has everything you need
that if you are listening to us, do the needful. We'll be here till 10 a.m. So, I mean, feel free to pass by. We would absolutely love that. But this is the Super Morning Show here on Joy 99.7 FM. The Drive Safe campaign is brought to you by Joy News and Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota, superior quality. Today's tip is avoid all distractions, especially your phone, your foundation, your makeup, all those things, all the things that you do when you're driving. Keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. It's very important. That's how to ensure your safe arrival. So get ready to elevate your experience with a vehicle from Toyota Ghana. For a limited time only, Toyota Ghana is offering a bundle promo on any of the following vehicles: the 1.4 liter Starlet, the 1.8 liter Corolla Cross Adventure, the 1.5 liter Rush. Purchase any of the mentioned vehicles within this promo period and enjoy the following: an irresistible price discount, 1 year comprehensive vehicle insurance cover, 1 year free home insurance cover, 1 year free service, and free starter fuel. Terms and conditions apply. Visit any of their showrooms in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Tamale, Takwa, Takrade, or call 0302 910 204. Credit purchase is also available through special arrangements with our finance partner, Toyota. Superior quality. Coming up next is Say It Right, and it's brought to you by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability is our hallmark, and Societe General Bank Ghana. The future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say.
Numbers are some of the most frequently used words in the English language. They are also some of the most frequently mispronounced words in the English language. Let's deal with a few of them this morning. It's 3, not tre. It's 6, not 6. It's 11, not 11. It's 12, not 12. And instead of 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90, let's say 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. There you go. Now I know if I give you a Say It Right test on numbers, you will score 100. That's 100, not 100.
Yeah, let's call the whole thing off. The newspaper review is brought to you by First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different, and Syntex Tank, a year strong, a year tough. And joining me this morning is Mommy AC. You usually hear her on the 6 a.m. news. Good morning.
Good morning, Lady.
How are ya?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Yes.
So, what's up? What's the story that's kind of like standing? Well, there are no newspapers today. The newspapers are on holiday. So we're going to do lots of online stories and talk about all the stuff that went on yesterday as well. So,
and of course, the news, making the trends this morning is, of course, James Jachi-Kwesing, who has won the Assin North parliamentary seat once again. And it's interesting because it was such a close call before the votes were announced. And the info analytics, the other pollsters predicting that NPP's Charles Opoku would have won. This morning I just want to be in the houses of these two candidates, just to see the atmosphere, the ambience, even
get
how
they
get a feel of how they are feeling this morning. It's quite an interesting turn of events yesterday when James Jachi-Kwesing won the vote. Aside the hula baloo, the build up to the election itself and all that. And this morning, he's singing victorious songs or praises to God. When he wakes up, and he on joymyjoyonline.com, of course, that's the leading story. Also on City newsroomonline.com, that's their leading story. Graphic Online as well, that's their leading story. And so that's what's happening. But anymore, what do you make of the election there?
I enjoyed it. I was watching it, I was following it. I try not to get too emotionally attached when these things are happening. Football and politics, don't get emotionally attached.
Why?
Because it's too much. It's a lot of, you're sitting at the edge of your seat.
And religion as well.
No, religion, I'm fine with getting attached to that. I have a stand. I'm ready to fight for it. So then that one there doesn't worry me. But it was very interesting. And I think that yesterday, at some point, I was watching Evans and Winston and the rest of the team talking about it. And they talked about the fact that the NPP has such a great machination in terms of collation of results.
Exactly,
so the point at which they were quiet
was
indication that,
something has
definitely gone wrong.
Yeah, Yeah. Even listening to Evans last night, I mean, he said around 5:45 p.m. On Top Story, the NDC was very confident.
And so they asked them that, is this another comfortable lead? You remember the comfortable lead situation? Exactly. And they're like, oh, no. But then the director of IT for the NPP, who was present there, then kind of gave it away when he said, way before the final announcements came, that we've lost it, we'll do better next year, next 2024 and all of that. So then it was quite obvious that. But I think it's also because of the way the campaign went, because inherently both the NDC and the NPP, I think, inadvertently campaigned for James Jachikwesin.
How?
Well, because Akufo-Addo, in that video said that, if you vote for him and he wins, then he'll be governing you, as it were, from prison. And then the NDC, was also saying that, well, actually, let's get justice done. Let's ensure that justice is done. Let's not send him to prison, because so the thing is, both parties were talking about him as opposed to the NPP talking a lot about their candidates. So of course,
it was all about James Jachikwesin.
Exactly. So then front of mind was James Jachikwesin, whether good or whether bad. The point is, front of mind, that's the person whose name was.
Well, something that also comes to mind is it really a matter of the NDC, upgrading, or more or less, being able to put together the numbers so fast, or is it really what former President Mahama would say, a referendum on the NPP or the governing party, or that the people cannot be bought this time around?
I think that, from my opinion, is that James Jachikwesin is well liked in that constituency. I think it was about him.
But remember that it's also a swing,
Yes, I mean, it's also a swing, but he's very, very well liked. And yesterday, I think it was Winston and Evans who also attested to the fact that when you go to the constituency, he's somebody who they relate to him. He's very relatable. It's kind of like, okay, he's one of our people, one of our guys. So it's like, okay, we're voting for him. I don't know if it was an NDC MPP thing as much as it was him, the person. And I think, as much as politics is, the party, we also know that politics is also very personality driven. So sometimes we're voting for the person as opposed to even sometimes what the party stands for. Because I know that there was a time when, a couple of years ago, I think it was this show, we were doing, why do you vote for the NDC or why do you vote for the MPP? And most of the answers were the person. The personality. A lot of people, and I don't say this in a bad way, don't necessarily know exactly what the party stands for. So either they inherited it, through their family, or our family has always supported this, we like this person, we like this person. So as much as politics is about the policies, it's also about the personalities.
Right.
So I think that this was one of those instances, but I think all is well that ends well.
Were there any comparisons to, Kumeu? Kumeu was just a landslide victory for the NPP. But here, even though James Jachikwesin won by over 50%, his contender Charles was able to make, not such a large margin, about over a little over 4,000 votes.
Yeah.
So what will you say are the dynamics with the two constituencies?
I mean, again, I was listening to Winston and Evans and Akable and Brace talk about it yesterday, and there seems to be a bit of a difference in the way that, they were obviously with a landslide victory, and then this one with a not so. But then again, it's about the consistency, it's about the people, it's about who they want. I'm very reluctant to say there's a pattern, because I feel like every constituency is different. So Kumeu was Kumeu, Assin North. We'll see what constituency will be next.
Anyway.
And of course, moving forward, what this means for Parliament.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also the issue about James's legal
court case.
Yeah,
exactly.
Legal case, and how it's going to play out going forward? Is he really going to have time to do his parliamentary work, or he'll be going to court every day? You know, the court says is going to be tried on a daily basis.
Well, we'll see.
I
mean, obviously, it didn't matter to his constituency. They wanted to support him. They wanted to be behind him.
What also says it's more or less could be sympathy votes. I mean,
I'm not
because
sure.
You see, this is our MP who is being accused of something.
But his winning is not going to say him winning does not automatically translate into then you won't go to court. If that was the case, then I would say maybe it was sympathy. But he's still going to go to court. He's still going to be tried. And I don't know if
I
there's a
worry
possibility of him
because
doing time,
I hope all this time there's been now it really is the people getting the advantage of having a member of parliament representing them. And in a situation where
one may say that Adjosafo's constituency are still alive and well. I mean, one may say, not me, just saying, one may say.
Well,
therefore, if James Jachikwesin is in court, I mean, well.
Who is also committed.
He's also
committed to getting, development in his constituency.
So what shall we say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? Yeah. So that's one of the biggest stories.
Yeah.
There's also the issue of the fuel.
Yes. So the tanker drivers, went on strike on Tuesday. I think from Monday.
72 hours.
72 hours today. And the troubling news is that the Liquefied Petroleum Gas Marketers Association are saying that there could be shortages of LPG if the issue is not resolved. And
I went to fill my gas yesterday.
Yesterday you were able to fill it. Yeah. So at least, they can't restock. That's the problem.
That's the problem, yeah.
They can't restock because the tankers are not working. The drivers aren't working, and so they can't go to their depots to collect, fuel.
So just for recap, what's actually started the whole strike?
The whole issue is about their roads to their depots are in deplorable state, and they've been complaining, but nothing has been done to it, or there's not been any form of repairs to the roads. The danger in that is that when driving, because the roads are riddled with deep potholes and stuff, the cars or the tanks could easily overturn. And these are tanks or tankers filled with fuel.
Yes, their lives are at stake.
Exactly. Their own lives plus other people's could be affected if something goes wrong. So they are demanding that the roads be fixed for the betterment of their companies as well as the safety of the people in those communities. And so that is the whole crux of the matter. Well, the roads minister, we understand, got in touch with them yesterday to meet with them and then find a solution to the problem. But they say until the roads are fixed, no matter the amount of negotiations or talk, they are not going back to work. So that's
a bit scary.
Yeah,
almost as scary as the looming possible doomsday. If we don't pay
that's also
another issue.
That's also another issue that government has to seriously consider, because the IPPs are also wanting government to pay them their debts over 1.7 billion, cedis, and you wonder where our priorities lie when these things are not being taken care of. And people are affected. We are affected. So today I don't have gas.
Okay.
So I don't know where I'm going to get gas. If I should go today and there's no gas, then that means that I don't have gas to cook. I have to go back and maybe get charcoal, which is something we're trying to avoid.
Or then you get an electric burner.
But
then if we don't pay up, then there'll be no light either.
There'll be doomsday, and so we are stuck.
We're stuck, yeah.
It's such a difficult situation we find ourselves in. And so this morning, wherever the roads minister is, and
if they can please get it done.
Please settle these
bills.
You
see, but Mami, there's something I don't understand about the culture that we have as a people. Why do we not maintain? Why do we wait for things to spoil? Because the cost of maintenance is always less than the cost of. So for example, if you service your car every 3 months, so you do a change of oil, check your water, check your coolant, check your tires, see there are any punctures, check this oil, what has to be oiled. It may be let's say it's 300 cedis every 3 months.
Yes.
We don't want to pay that 300 cedis every 3 months.
Exactly.
We would rather the head gasket blows or the shaft breaks, and then it's costing us 1,800, 2,001, and still no maintenance.
You know, anymore, let me just chip in here. I mean, this is a very recent story of a friend who, you know, had to, his car, he started developing overheating. And he took it to the mechanic, and the mechanic said it was going to cost you 300 cedis to get it fixed. And this guy was like, okay, this was a Friday. I was like, we are going into the weekend. I can't just part away with 300 cedis. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, he has genuine reasons, but this is a situation. You need to get your car fixed. Instead of going a few meters, you have to park and put cool water into it. And what happened was, after he left the mechanic shop, on his way home, he had to park once again, not realizing that the thing had become so hot. And you know, they inscribe on the thing, do not open when it's too hot. I think he didn't read it.
So he just opened.
He just opened, and the thing splashed on him, his hand, his beard. He got hurt all over. And I was, so why? You could have avoided all this
by paying the
300
and cutting costs over the weekend
and saving yourself.
But that's what we do. So now we have roads that are completely deplorable and tanker drivers who do not want to use.
We are waiting for an explosion
before,
and then we go and call NADMO, who are currently, you know, not having enough resources to even, you know, their flood situation. People are not even getting relief items. We are waiting for people to die. Then we'll go to their homes and go and pay tribute.
Yeah, we're very good at that.
I mean, why?
But we have to adopt a maintenance culture so that we don't get to the point where, and I always say this about debt as well, you know, when you know you have a big bill, pay small. Start paying small before the person gets upset. So I owe you $500 million. I know I don't have the $500 million, but there's something about the willingness to say, okay, today I have 200,000. I beg you collect. Today I have 150. Collect. Today I have. But no, back few. If they say few, I don't pay or bait to it small. A fly will bite a dog's ear. Small. By the time you realize you are finished paying. I know that sometimes in these big international deals and stuff, things like that are not possible. But I've never heard of any situation where payment plans are not acceptable, especially if you don't wait till the last
sometimes you
minute.
think about these things and your heart. I would rather. Can we move on?
I'd rather move on.
Yeah, because I just hope that government will listen.
I doubt.
It also boils down to the issue of priorities. Really,
of course.
Are we prioritizing our safety as a people?
No.
I mean, are we prioritizing the needs of the ordinary Ghanaian?
We are not. I don't even understand why you're asking. We are really not. The online news review is brought to you by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy. We're going to go for the BBC in a second, but Sarkodie has released a song.
Exactly.
Responding to Yvonne Nelson. Now we know
Straight
that for the past
punchline.
for the past, like, since she released it about a week ago, everything has been Yvonne Nelson. Everybody talking about Yvonne Nelson and all of that. And of course, one of the big portions of that book was the Sarkodie story. Sarkodie was quiet. We know he was going on tour a few days after the book release. The book was released. And so, you know, you wonder his state of mind. And, you know, Sarkodie has managed to maintain an image of a wholesome family person. He, Stoneboy, you know, they're very family oriented. So this was kind of like
I mean, the Yvonne Nelson bit or the book was just one side to the issue. But now that Sarkodie has come out to respond to her, I think
it expands the conversation.
Exactly.
So we'll talk about that later on in the show if you haven't heard the song. But are you looking for a bank that understands you and puts your financial needs first? Then look towards Zenith Bank. Whether you're young, old, an entrepreneur, a student, a salaried worker, at Zenith Bank, everyone can bank with us. What are you waiting for? Join the Zenith family today for an unrivaled banking experience. For inquiries, call us on 0302 680 884 or 0307 086 370. Send an email to info@zenithbank.com.gh. Zenith Bank, Bank. In your best interest, the BBC News is brought to you by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Shit, wahala no get breaks so. What is it? Some customers have left. Their mobile money payment didn't come. What?
Avoid such payment issues with BluePay. BluePay lets you easily receive payments on your mobile device with no e-levy charges. Simply enter your customer's number and the amount to be paid on your BluePay app. The customer will receive the BluePay prompt to confirm with their PIN instantly. Customers can also pay with bank cards using the BluePay POS device. Call or WhatsApp 054-7220-200 or visit bluepay.com.gh to register and get BluePay for your business today. BluePay, never miss a sale.
Are you a corporate organization, e-commerce business, individual or student looking for a trusted courier company where you can track your package and receive SMS alerts to keep you posted? At IAS FedEx, we move your documents and parcels with care to the destination of your choice. With offices across the nation, we happily deliver your package to your office or the comfort of your home. With the assurance of safety and affordability giving you peace of mind, IAS FedEx has your package in good hands. Call us on +233 501 605,000 or +233 501 631,000. IAS, licensee of FedEx.
It's time to go beyond what your traditional financial apps can do. Introducing Cowrie, the only digital financial app you will ever need. Experience Cowrie, the way to pay. Send. Move your money in quick, easy steps at the best rates on the market. Buy. Top up your airtime and data twice as fast as you normally do. Pay. Step out of the cash queue. Pay for any product or service when you need to. Enjoy it faster. And now, manage. Experience a new way of managing your money. Understand how and when your money moves. You can rely on Cowrie every day. Download Cowrie from your Google Play Store or App Store. Experience Cowrie, the way to pay.
No matter your water needs, Sintex has it all. Sintex tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Sintex tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Sintex tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project or demand, choose Sintex tank. Sintex tank, stress-free. Sintex tank, reliable. Sintex tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit sintexgh.com. Sintex tank, a strong, a tough.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
30 GMT.
forward to. The by-election in Assin North. But one issue that has caught my attention, caught the attention of the team, guys, I think it's the directive by the IGP that police from the Parliamentary Protection Unit attached to MPs to return their weapons to the police command in the jurisdiction where they find themselves. Okay, and this is what has led Roxton Dapemeko to say that he believes, and this is a quote attributed to him. He says that the policemen attached to each MP, whether you are seen or not, you are to surrender your weapon. This amounts to varying the conditions of service of members of parliament, and I think the law does not permit him to do what he has done. But I beg to differ. I don't know what you make of this, Joseph and Enimo, but look, you're going into an area which is likely to be chaotic. Likely. You don't know what intelligence the police may have picked. But at this point in time, you must trust the police, general police unit, unit, to protect everybody. I mean, somebody joked that, the streets of Accra will be free of police men today because every policeman is in Assin North. So why don't we just allow them to do their job? And because, look, a lot of these persons have become very attached to the MPs they, protect. And so if care is not taken, something happens, they could pull the trigger. And so let's just ensure that, look, leave the protection to the police who are on duty. As for your bodyguards or, the guards around you, yes, they can follow you around, but let them not have guns. I don't see why this will be anything difficult for, the MPs to understand, Joseph.
Yeah, I mean, and one thing that I was trying to check on was who the directive applies to. I mean, the publication suggests that the IGP asks the members of parliament, their bodyguards, and other state officials. I mean, I think I agree with Winston that it makes a lot of sense that the Election Security Task Force, which is the entity that supervises such processes, are allowed to carry out their work. Trust me, I mean, it's in the interest of everyone there that those who have arms are not under the control of any individual, but rather under the control of the ordinary police. Because there are moments that it can get heated, and when a member of parliament, for instance, is engaged in an incident with another member of the other political party, and the member of parliament is under threat, we want that member of parliament to prompt the police to step in, rather than for the bodyguard to feel that he can step in and deal with the situation. Else we may have a very chaotic situation on our hand. I think all in all, what many Ghanaians are looking forward to is for a peaceful exercise. And I believe that the way of ensuring this is to allow the Election Security Task Force to do their work. I mean, if the policemen, the bodyguards, they do not want to be, they want to be part of that task force, I think they should just join and leave the MPs. If they want to be by the MPs, which they are supposed to be with them as part of their duties for the day and as part of the conditions of service for member of parliament, I think sacrificing their arms for a day should not be a problem. And I mean, more importantly, we just hope that the entire exercise will be very peaceful and the IGP will live up to expectations as he has assured that they are going to ensure that the entire exercise is safe. The parties have committed to doing so, and we expect them to do that as well.
The question also, so these members of parliament, what are they scared of? What's their fear? What intel have they picked up that suggests that their lives are at risk? Hence, the decision to complain about this. Let the police do their job, okay? Let the police do their job. Yes, I know that your bodyguards are also police, but just for today, they're not saying they shouldn't go with you, but they shouldn't hold guns. It's as simple as that. Okay, they shouldn't hold guns because, look, if you're to purchase a gun today, you'll be taking through a lot of talk just to ensure that you don't fire it anyhow. Yes, the police have been trained, but please, just for today, don't hold it. I don't think that's a problem. There's a day, there's a day that many of you have looked forward to, the by-election in Assin North. But one issue that is
executive presidency. Omani na penny or that one. And now, or buy one can be and your political platforms to crumble or buy it. And now, oh, say, oh, this is idea, and depending on how we are to be about. Oh, I would not. I'm not here, no, Mabuna, my year, and one night, did the ever catch the Munyabut. In Penfonia, my one, did the America. As somebody as ye kwa kapa, ye say ye kwa kuhu abrewa. Yanka say ye ko hu mono na muguo na muti aye ye say gube na muguo no. Nyamo ne ye say ye ko hu mo, ye say ye kwa ko hu abrewa. Abrewa no eye opani. Ya wanyina nyini, ya bibi woli tiri, ye kwa ko hu no. Mo so mpeni wo kuro nyina na mo de won dia policies nti. Now president. Mania political importance be anya political rally, anya hwe na anya munya botre. Munhia na mo ye monoma na mummaye mumpenifo. Na ye say policy nti na so na ade obi atam. Democracy na ba ozo obi yebie. Na o tempenifo so ye anya possible say be jai man kwara no monko amai monhunu ye number 1 monti ase. Magyia magije jama bagwe na monne na mprom ase ni ade be bie ni mutiri.
Aban we ye papas na aban a waba minua esirem ye nua no mo ho a ebi a omabusua te se Steven amu abusua ebi a omu ni bia bi omo ba bi a omu ntu kwa ma hada ene ekwan abrosan na wo de wa aka no kre a minority leader ni mutala no nyina anim a serious wo se aban no nya adwuma aban a waba what touch every segment of education ene ye nua no mu yisini. Also, I say, Papa, she 1 and 2. Woman, baby, crunch, had there. I bear school day been see that 75% completion. Oh, Kumasia, and now I create a Sunita, or see how I see even Chinese movie, Crane, baby, and Crabber who are friend Ghana Chinese. Ah, what is that? Almost young, who are the enemy, dear. Ah, Kumasia, Nina. I buy where about me a bit. Abay omi a social democrat. And here for here be implemented that. Free SHS ye implement here. FQ ye implement here. National Health ye implement here. LEAP ye implement here. Ah, na ye debut.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
AFCON. How do you call it? 2007, 2008. Remember that one. Assin North reported me to President Kufuor that I'd made statements to the effect that they were messing with our hearts. So Mr. Kufuor, the president, should do whatever was in his power, I think, to punish me or something. I wasn't there, but Mr. Speaker, you know, even walls have years. Those who were there came and told me, my friend, you are in trouble. What about that? Assin North reported you to the president. President, before, what about that? Well, the president has got so much national matters on his mind. I'm sure this one, it would escape him. So I waited for a call, and the call didn't come. I've never been happy with Assin North until today. And come to think about it, look at what he did to us, the penalty.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Things are getting better. Hold on, how I makes you super, super. Say, can't you see, man, you're missing. Eh, mini bebo, mini bebo, mama, come here. 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 Mini bebo, mini bebo, mama, tunde. Mini bebo, mini bebo, mama, come here. Mini bebo, mini bebo, mama, come here. Mini bebo, mini bebo, mama, come here. You know they like to complain. It be like say you maintain. You always say whenever. they call, you know they cause me any pain. You never leave me gone, no. You never leave me gone, no. And I will love you till the end of time. Once upon a time, a little younger. Things have changed, things are getting better. Hold on, how I makes you so.
Because I had to bring you the actual song. That's Stone Boys Therapy. And we absolutely love it, don't we? I hope it made your morning a little smoother than it's already going. But happy holiday. Today's Wednesday. It's a holiday. The kids are home. Life doesn't get much better than that, does it? The Business Minute is brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG, we stand with you, and MacDan Aviation, your dependable private aviation solution. Well, you can bank conveniently and on the go. Take digital banking to the next level with CBG's e-Experience Bundle. Enjoy real-time updates on your transactions and balances, expense tracking to help you manage your finances, and easy bill payments, fast and convenient access to cash 24/7. All of this through our bouquet of digital solutions such as SMS alerts, e-alerts, CBG Internet Banking, CBG Mobile Banking app, our USSD *924#, and CBG proprietary card. All on CBG's e-Experience Bundle. It's easy, secure, and user-friendly. For more information on how to access CBG's e-Experience Bundle, walk into any of our 114 branches, 114 branches nationwide, or contact us on 0302-216-000. Email info@cbg.com.gh. The website is www.cbg.com.gh. Or on all our social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for further details. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you. And we're going to be diving into our conversations this morning. If you're just joining us once again, good morning and welcome. We're happy that you're on the other side of my voice, listening and maybe making eggs in the kitchen. Or cocoa, or some of you are chin banku by now, 8 o'clock. The banku has to be hot. I won't even go to the fufu level because 8 o'clock fufu dear. With some patoshito, yeah, some banku and patoshito and shito low, and yeah, for the family because daddy's home, mommy's home, the kids are home. And the bougie wants to making mushrooms and potatoes. And we see you, but we're thankful that you're allowing us to share your morning with us. So this morning, we're talking about yesterday's by-election. If you missed any of the highs and lows, we'll bring you a recap of everything that happened. It was quite a day, at the edge of our seats, seeing how it was going to go. I think a lot of us were also worried about the safety and security concerns, having so many political players in that area for yesterday. But we thank God. There were a few hitches here and there, but all in all, we're grateful that the day is over and that democracy won again. So we'll bring you a recap of what happened yesterday. And also this morning, we're talking about family. And the fact that the kids are home. So the educational system, school fees, everything. We kind of just want to have a real life conversation this morning about what you're facing as a parent. And we'd love to hear from the kids as well. What are you expecting from this holiday? Are the holidays too short? Are you tired of school? Are you looking forward to going back to school? We'd love to know what you're having for breakfast this morning. The hashtag is JoySMS. So tell me what you're eating. Or in the first place, tell me if you are eating. Because maybe you are doing 001. Maybe 010. But if you're doing 111 or 100, then tell us what you're eating. I feel like this morning, watching shito won't be bad at all. Watching shito and meat from Sadiq. And the rest of our Muslim brothers and sisters. We are here till 10 o'clock, so just pass by the front desk, drop the. You don't even have to get down. When you get here, you call us. We'll come for it. But what are you eating this morning? The hashtag is JoySMS. I would love to know. You can send your videos as well. I want to see the banku with the vapor coming out, or the eba with the vapor coming out, the jollof with the vapor. Oh my God. We're making ourselves hungry this morning. And those of you cooking okro, hey, F1, Leke, what's up? I'm sure Winston is sitting behind some okro by now. Winston Amma, good morning. And of course, Winston will be joining us later. But he's not here because yesterday, he was covering the Assin North election. So he was here till late. The team does a great job to keep you informed. And we'd like to say a big thank you to the political desk team for their very, very hard work. All right. right, folks. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be getting straight into the conversations. Remember, hashtag Joy SMS. WhatsApp lines are open 055-1111-997. Grab your coffee, grab your food. Let's get into a conversation. My name is Enima, and Nimado will be doing this until 10 a.m.
A bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams come alive, CBG will make you smile. We will rise with you. Your business will flourish, your name will stand out. Consolidated Bank, CBG, we stand with
In partnership with National Theatre and Joy FM, Roverman Productions present I Like What You Like, an original Ebo White play.
Hey, Kwesi Trumpet, what kind of misfortune follows you so much that when your rich auntie dies in the US, the only thing she leaves you is her ashes? Boy, you won't keep that thing in this household. Put it outside the gate and regard it as wakekeeping. Or you can use it for tea. Your here needs your share.
Well, his auntie named him a sole beneficiary to her estate.
I am his wife. How much is it worth?
Roughly $350 million.
What? Oh, Auntie Frida! Oh, Kwesi, we cannot leave her outside the gate. She will feel cold. Let us keep her on the dresser in the guest room and ensure she gets a befitting burial. Oh,
Shows at the National Theatre on July 7th, 8th, 9th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. Friday at 7 p.m. Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Sundays at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m. Tickets available on the short code *365 *535# and all the usual outlets. 150 Ghana cedis. Sponsored by Ebony Condoms, Gino, GCP, and M Notify. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
my money.
yeah, figurehead, no, Penia, okay, can this year, I can't know, say, executive presidency. Oh, money in a penny or that, no. And now, or buy one can be and your political platform to cramp or buy it. And now, this idea.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
So, Mr. Speaker, what we are saying is that we agree together. We want to fight corruption. But in the attempt, some are doing better and some are doing better. However, whether we are doing 1% or 2%, all the regimes, whether NDC regime or MPP regime, corruption has been extremely inimical, dysfunctional, and it has given rise to a lot of higgledy-piggledy, mango, and then abracadabra. And I think it is time we all put all these things to a stop, and as a country, begin to redefine new paradigm shifts in fighting corruption. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
He was playing with the big inflammable fire.
And so what would be your advice to him?
Oh, go where you been able to.
I'm not here, no, Maburu, my no one did the ever catch the Munabutre. And Penfonio, my more, did the America, as somebody as ye go campa, I say ye quaco whom abroa. Yan can say ye go whom Monona Mugwana Muti, I is a Gubeda Muguano, Yamoni as ye go whom, as ye quaco whom abroa. I said, when Katia comes to his office, what does he come there to do? But who stops and says, you can't put handcuff around and say, don't Katia's legs and hands, even though General Mosquito, if I could, Katia, if I could, I would wrap him up in whatever and throw him away.
If you reach a certain stage in life and there is nobody who can look you in the eye and tell you the truth, you are doomed. And that is where our country has gotten to. We need to rescue this country, wallahi. And I feel very terrible as a Ghanaian at this time.
Coffee in your cup.
Together, we want to fight corruption. But in the attempt, some are doing better and some are doing better. However, whether we are doing 1% or 2%, all the regimes, whether NDC regime or MPP regime, corruption has been extremely inimical, dysfunctional, and it has given rise to a lot of higgledy-piggledy, mambo-mango, and then abracadabra. And I think it is time we all put all these things to a stop, and as a country begin to redefine new paradigm shift in fighting corruption. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
He was playing with the big inflammable fire.
And so what would be your advice to him now?
Oh, go where you've been between.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet.
Yeah, you better catch the one. When Penfonia or my one, then be America. As somebody as you go campa, yeah, say you're quite whom Abra. Yan can say you go home, Monona Mugwana, Muti, I is a Gubeda Muguano. Yamoni as you go home, as you go home Abra.
If you reach a certain stage in life and there is nobody who can look you in the eye and tell you the truth, you are doomed. And that is where our country has gotten to. We need to rescue this country. Wallahi. And I feel very terrible as a Ghanaian at this time. I see the sweetness, independent, I see the
Welcome back, and thank you to DJ Wubete for that amazing, what should we call it, medley of songs. You know that once DJ Wubete is here, dear, we'll definitely jam, and we can promise you more of that because it's a holiday. So good times at the good times room. Let me just take a minute and say a happy birthday to a few of our friends out there. So a happy birthday to Na Abeka Sikafo, the first Queen Mother of Abola. It's from your husband, children, and the entire family. And forgive me if I got the pronunciation wrong. It's very, very unfamiliar to me. But happy birthday to Na Abeka. That's from your friends at Labadi Beach Hotel. And I have a very romantic message, Ankasa. Very, very, very romantic. So it's a wedding anniversary romance. So please let me do my romantic voice. It's for Dorothy, by the way. So Dorothy, please, this is from your family, and this is what they're saying. Dorothy, you have brought so much peace and joy into my life for the past 15 years of our union. It has been 15 years of God's amazing goodness and grace upon grace for the family. God, we are grateful. And Dorothy, I love you. The Boachi Dankwa say, we can't thank you enough, Lord. Happy wedding anniversary to the Boachi Dankwas. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm expecting that today you chill, pa. Sounds really, 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 really good. All right. A happy birthday to Beatrice Na Nole Norte. It's your birthday today. Lots of love from Jifa and the Flair Squad. So Beatrice, happy birthday to you. Also a happy birthday to Doreen of ICGC Calvary Temple. Beautiful melodians. I love you. God bless you, P. It's from Rhoda, your dearest. Happy birthday to you. And of course, if it's your birthday today, then we're wishing you all the best. And of course, happy Eid al-Adha as well. Today's a holiday, so good times. Let the good times roll. All right. So remember, you can send in your messages 0551111997. I'd love to hear what you're up to this morning. What are you eating? Hashtag Joy SMS on Twitter. We're live and interactive on Facebook as well. But let me tell you quickly about Pepsodent. So every time we eat, food and sugars are trapped between our teeth, and this leads to tooth decay, gum disease, and in some cases, foul breath. Brushing your teeth every morning and night with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter gives your teeth the protection that they need and leaves you with 10 times stronger teeth. So the Pepsodent Cavity Fighter is fortified with profluoride and microcalcium ingredients, sealing tiny and invisible holes in your teeth, which prevents cavities and keeps your teeth strong and your mouth healthy. The Pepsodent Cavity Fighter, maximum cavity protection, 10 times stronger teeth. Now, there are also two other highly effective variants of Pepsodent on the market. So there's the Pepsodent Charcoal, which is made with a fine blend of activated charcoal and lemon essence, and it gently polishes away tooth stains and naturally restores your bright smile. And then there's the Pepsodent Herbal for our herbal lovers. So you can try the Pepsodent Herbal toothpaste formulated from carefully selected natural extracts and uniquely blended herbs. Pepsodent Herbal releases, repairs, and protects gum tissue and gives you strong teeth as well. So you can get Pepsodent at any shop near you. Call the customer care center on toll-free 0800 2030. Always remember to brush your teeth in the morning and before you sleep at night. Pepsodent. Every smile matters. Now, if you love nature and glamour at the same time, then Nairobi and Dubai with Adansi Travels is a must trip for you. As part of our 10th anniversary trips, we're giving you the chance to experience 3-day stay in Nairobi, where you visit the Nairobi National Park to get close to nature, enjoy city tour of Nairobi, and unforgettable dining at Carnivore Restaurant, and then from there to Dubai to be part of the fun-filled Adansi at 10 tour plan that includes a live performance at the Dubai Desert Camp by Samini. There's a saying that if you've never been to Dubai, there's a saying that you have never been to Dubai if you hadn't been there with Adansi. So you can go to Dubai, but if you went without Adansi, then you really haven't been. Our guided shopping experience in Dubai is one of a kind, and there are amazing discounts awaiting you. The interesting part is that you get to experience all these within 10 days at a highly discounted rate starting at $1,650 per person sharing. Travel dates so there's 10th to 19th August, and then there's 12th to 21st August. The choice is yours, but the fun is guaranteed. Book your slot by visiting www.adansitravels.com or call 055 77 46539 or 055 264 8267. Adansi at 10. It's a vibe. Book now to feel the beauty of life with Adansi. Yummy, yummy. I'm going to talk about food again. So we're introducing the new super delicious and yummy McBerry Twist Cupcake. The McBerry Twist Cupcakes are baked with natural ingredients and come in two flavors. There's vanilla and there's chocolate. And they taste as good as they look. The best part, they're affordable. So hurry up, get a whole pack for your family. The McBerry Twist Cupcake is healthy and comes in handy as portable snacks for your kids to eat and share with friends at school. Indulge in the deliciously baked and irresistible taste of McBerry Twist Cupcake and enjoy the goodness in every bite. It's available in every supermarket and provision shop near you. McBerry Twist Cupcake, simply irresistible. This advert is FDA approved.
Yeah.
inflammable fire.
And so what will be your advice to him now?
Oh, go where you been between.
I'm not here no maburu na moya ina no na de bia ye beka kire munya abotre. Mo empenifo ni o man mu a de bia meka asamba ne yesi ye koka pa ye ya yesi ye kwa kohu abrewa. Ye nka se ye kohu mo no na muguo na muti aye ye se nkube da muguo no. Nyamo ne yesi ye kohu mu o. Yesi ye kwa kohu abrewa.
For days, let me have you in my arms again. Joy, 99.7 FM. Mind there for me. Put it on my bed, body. Love it in the yellow heat. Separate the soul and spirit from body. Yeah, you take me heavenly. 21:17, my head is spin. My dear that heavily. Say liar, liar, liar. Yeah, I see behind you. Everything will consign you, consign me. Psychiatry, you cannot delete. Girl, I see we on you. Everything will consign you, consign me. Psychiatry, you cannot delete.
So, Mr. Speaker, what we are saying is that we agree together. We want to fight corruption, but in the attempt, some are doing better and some are doing better. However, whether we are doing 1% or 2%, all the regimes, whether NDC regime or MPP regime, corruption has been extremely inimical, dysfunctional, and it has given rise to a lot of higgledy-piggledy, mambo-mango, and then abracadabra. And I think it is time we all put all these things to a stop, and as a country, begin to redefine new paradigm shifts in fighting corruption. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
If you reach a certain stage in life, and there is nobody who can look you in the eye and tell you the truth, you are doomed. And that is where our country has gotten to. We need to rescue this country. Wallahi. And I feel very terrible as a Ghanaian at this time.
I got many things.
Yeah, this is Kobe Mike. You're speaking from MTN office.
Kobe. How am
Yeah, this is Kobe Mike. You're speaking from MTN office.
Kobe. How am fa?
Joy, joy, joy FM.
Show. Today's a holiday, so we're a little bit chilled as opposed to how we usually do. But I hope you're enjoying it. The music is amazing, and we have some really great conversations coming up. I'd love to know what you're eating. I've been asking you all morning, so hashtag Joy SMS. We're also live and interactive on Facebook, and our WhatsApp lines are open 05511119997. So two things that we're talking about this morning. We're talking about yesterday's by-election, the Assin North election, and some of my colleagues will be joining me, and we'll be talking about how it went. We'll give you a recap if you missed any of it, the highs and the lows, what it means moving forward. And I mean, we have elections next year, so sometimes these by-elections, when they happen, they kind of give you a glimpse into maybe what next year will look like, because next year is major. President John Mahama says this is kind of like a referendum to see how the government is doing in terms of making people happy or satisfying the electorate, and that may reflect next year. So we'll see. We'll have that conversation. I'd love to know what you think as well. Also, we're discussing family this morning. Our kids are home for holidays. It's a relatively short one. So just really asking you how you are coping with having them at home, and also for the kids, is it a short holiday? Is it too short? Are they getting enough rest? And then there's the school fees issue. There's the extra classes issue, the teachers issue, the books and uniforms issue. So we'll be having that conversation. But I'd like to say a very good morning to our listeners joining us from Kumasi, our Love FM squad. Welcome. I'm sure that you've had a great morning, and we can only promise you that it will continue. So let me tell you about the second edition of the 2023 APSA Business Connect series. It comes up this Friday, June 30th, 2023 at 10 a.m. And the topic is New Thinking for Uncertain Times. Join our speaker, Theodore Albright, Managing Partner at the Family Office Africa, to embrace the power of a new mindset in uncertain times. The APSA Business Connect series helps to take your businesses to the next level. That's Africanacity. That's APSA. CompuGhana LG is having a one-day sale, and this time it's even better. It's an amazing opportunity to grab this Friday. Big buys, big savings. Walk into any CompuGhana showroom nationwide and shop your favorite LG appliances on up to 40% discount. That's so great. It's time to buy that television, washing machine, gas cooker, home theater, fridge, freezer, microwave, and any other LG appliance that you've been craving for. The sale is on 30th of June 2023. That's on Friday in CompuGhana. You can also shop online, www.compughana.com, or call 0302 752 020 for inquiries. Life is good with LG at CompuGhana. Now we know that life is go, 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 and that it's hard to make time for the things that really count. So we won't let banking be one of the things that get in your way. That's why with Access Digital Channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want to, so you can focus on what or who is important to you. Banking has never been easier. Transfer funds into your savings account, pay your old school union dues and your DSTV subscription, and many more with a click on your phone. Get things done simply with Access Digital Channels. That's Africanacity. That's APSA. Terms and conditions apply. Visit apsa.com.gh for further details. Okay, we're taking a quick break to hear from our friends. But before I go, though, just want to share with you something exciting that's happening. Okay, there's a public lecture. So join us at the University of Professional Studies, Accra, on Friday, June 30th, for a public lecture you won't forget. So the Vice Chancellor of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, Professor Abednego F.O. Amate, will welcome and host the Vice Chancellor of the University of Johannesburg, who will be delivering a public lecture on artificial reproductive technologies, ethical and legal considerations through an African prism. The special guest of honor for the occasion will be Mr. Godfred Yeboah Dame, Attorney General and Minister of Justice. As part of the program, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Johannesburg, Professor Mpedi, a distinguished member of the Board of Governors of the International Association of Law Schools, will also launch his book, Labor Law in Ghana. This public lecture and book launch will be at 10 a.m. on Friday, June 30th at the Kofi Ohene Konedu Auditorium on the UPSA campus. Prepare to imbibe knowledge and be empowered to further impact your world. For more information, send an email to events@upsamail.edu.gh, and this is happening UPSA 10 a.m. on Friday, June 30th. It'll be an exciting lecture, and we hope that we will see you there. All right, quick break. When we come back, we'll be diving into our conversations. Don't forget, live and interactive. #JoySMS. WhatsApp line 05511119997. Stay tuned.
Hi, Mr. Dazi. 4 of your junior packages are ready for pickup.
Jumia, we are good. I go take this Jumia anniversary chop party kasa.
D, make sure say my washing machine na baby.
Daddy, and my smartwatch.
My dears, no worries. All our items are ready for pickup. Jumia anniversary sale is live from 14th to 30th June. Shop what you need and love. And party with special Jumia anniversary deals and true convenience. Jumia, your everyday delivered.
When Solomon had finished praying, fire came down from heaven and consumed the burnt offering and the sacrifices, and the glory of the Lord filled the temple. It's time to pray and pray again. Are you ready for Stand in the Gap? 48 hours of non-stop prayer? Join the global gathering of prayer warriors, prayer addicts, and believers from the 6th to the 8th of July, starting 6 p.m. This year, under the mandate of our global lead pastor, Prophet Gideon Danso, we are declaring, let the fire fall. Joining him, our mighty men of God, the Reverend Ben Doku, Pastor John Hanna, Dr. Robert Ampia Kofi, Pastor Marty Thompson, Pastor Nathaniel Bassi, Pastor William McDowell, and the sound of our house, EWC Live. Location is the EWC Prayer Factory, Jowulu, next to the Allied Heights. It's your season of divine visitation. Come and birth your testimony at Stand in the Gap, brought to you by the Empowerment Worship Center, where God lives.
Up to 40% discount on your favorite electronic brands: Panasonic, LG, Samsung, Sony, Broom, Philips, Orient, and many more. Mega free gifts and more on LED smart TVs, smart refrigerators, smart inverter air conditioners, freezers, mobile phones, laptops, printers. Grab your Infinix, Xiaomi, Tecno, HP, Lenovo, and all your brands only at Electromat. Rush to the nearest Electromat shop. Call 0302-247771. Electromat, your world of electronics.
Hi, now let me share my wildlife experience with you at Safari Valley Eco Park. On our arrival, we were greeted by experienced tour guides who took us through an orientation on how best to enjoy the experience. We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park. We saw zebras, sable antelopes, crown cranes, maras, silky chicken, emus, wallabies, deer, ponies, and so many animals. We watched the animals roam freely in their natural habitat, undisturbed by our presence. Our tour guide told us so much about the wildlife, their behavior, and how to interact with them. I even fed them. We also went fishing. Then we took a break to have lunch in the beauty of the open space. All of this fun and activities for a starting price of 250 cedis, and it's free for children below 6 years. As the sun began to set, it was time to go back home, but not before our sunset dinner by the campfire. We've had a thrill of a lifetime, and I can't wait to visit again. Safari Valley Eco Park, bringing you closer to nature. Are you hoping to start university this October? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana right here in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and 50% scholarships to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless opportunities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our October 2023 intakes. Apply now for our foundation and undergraduate programs. For more information, contact us on +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Imagine say water wake up at dawn. E no buff, e no chop. Where it vanish for your area for 2 weeks. You not get one drop safe inside your tank.
Hey.
Hajia, our life was in dangerous. Only our neighbor get water with water tank.
Water tank?
Yes, water tank. Mamma mia, that water tank get meter for checking water level. That water tank be fine past Kumasi Selendion. That water tank be tough like Ghana Army. That water tank, they carry water pepe, so say some no go left inside the supply tank. What a tank! As my boss, Mr. Poncho, go talk.
Beautiful, durable, with water level indicator and accurate volume of water. Water tank. What a tank! By Duraplast.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best.
Welcome back. This is still the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. If you're just waking up, well, good morning to you, sleepyhead. But if you've been up with us for a while, then thank you for staying tuned in. If you're in the kitchen making the banku, send us a picture of the vapor. It's not just the banku. I want to see the vapor, the actual vapor, the jollof, or the, whatever you're eating. The hashtag is Joy SMS. A good morning to our listeners joining us on Love FM. I was going to try and greet you in Tree, but I suspect that will not go very well. But good morning to you. So I'm joined by two wonderful human beings. Kojo Brace was on TV till late last night. It's for God and country.
Exactly.
And you're back again this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us.
I'm glad to be with you.
Very nice to have
when you
you.
get to spend your morning with such beauty, I mean,
Hey, bro.
You
came, you really came.
Me buy pass.
Oh boy, seriously.
Now so now person charge. But as anti Kumasi for the bomba SMS or Joy News and Love FM. Yeah.
Wow, very nice.
Yeah,
and Mami Essie as well. Mami Essie was here with us for the review, but she's back as well. So we're going to get into our conversations. We want to kind of do a recap of what happened yesterday, the by-election at Assin North, the highs, the lows, and all of that. So Mami Essie and Brace are joining us to do that. But let me tell you about Big O. I'm sure you've tried it, but if you haven't, then you should stop worrying about your parties, weddings, outdoors, funerals, hangouts, what to drink to enjoy during any celebration like today, because with Big O, no wahala for any occasion. Big O drinks have made it easy for everyone to enjoy and have the ideal celebration with so many different, distinct, and captivating flavors, each one specifically created to enrich every moment and bring vitality to your life. So there's cocktail, cola, apple, coconut, lemon, lime, and orange, and there's the 16 in a pack and the 20 in a pack. a lot to go around in various packs. It's refreshing and good quality. So infuse color into your life and get rejuvenated. Grab a bottle of your favorite flavor and treat yourself and loved ones to a memorable experience. Bigo Drinks, another quality products from Twellium Industries Limited. This advert is FDA approved.
Well, this season is amazingly exciting. Why? Because Renault Ghana and Premium Motors Limited is giving out astonishing prizes like washing machines, fridges, smartphones, laptops, and TVs instantly. Buy any Renault Duster during this Eid season and win big. There's never been a better time to buy a Renault Duster. Call 0307079977 or 0307080010 or visit the showroom at Atiko Junction on the George Busia Highway. Promo lasts till the end of June. Remember that terms and conditions apply.
And for parents, especially those who have children in school, they'll be going back to school very soon. You have to look no further. Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your #1 supply of quality office essentials, equipment and furniture at affordable prices, has introduced an online store for your shopping convenience. This means you can now shop by simply logging on to www.kingdomstoreonline.com without physically going to any other branches. It's hassle-free. They can also arrange delivery to your homes and offices within reasonable time. They offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all network. Terms and conditions, however, apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability is our hallmark.
So you contribute to the growth and success of the Ghanaian textile industry every time you wear your authentic fabric. And GTP says thank you for that. Always purchase original, genuine and authentic GTB fabric. Check that the design number on the label is also printed on the edge of the fabric. And you can call 050-994-0949 to buy online or visit any of our accredited dealers nationwide or in any Woodin shop. GTP, Life Styles.
Okay, and if you're a small to medium scale business owner, there's good news for you. With SME Plus, you get to manage all your operational costs in communication. This service simply allows you to choose from affordable packages and enjoy talk time, SMS, data, and business content all bundled in one subscription. The other exciting news is you get free on-air calls every Monday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Simply dial *5060# to sign up today. WhatsApp or call 0244308111 for more information and stay connected everywhere you go.
And another exciting news is that the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, in collaboration with UNIDO, with funding support from the European Union, is organizing the maiden edition of the Wacom Made in ECOWAS exhibition in Ghana under the West African Competitiveness Program. Over 100 MSMEs operating in the processed fruits, cassava and cosmetic sectors will showcase their products and services from the 29th of June to the 1st of July at the forecourt of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly Office Complex. To register as an exhibitor, call 0243 425 872 or 0547 513373. For more information, visit wacomghana.org. Businesses are encouraged to register early to reserve their stands. The registration fee is just 500 cedis. Wacom Made in ECOWAS exhibition, enhancing intra-regional trade to empower local industries.
All right, so yesterday was yesterday. I think the NDC showed us that the comfortable lead phrase, they have really understood it now. In case they didn't understand it in 2020, they have understood it, and of course the NDC took the day. But here's a wrap of everything that happened yesterday, and then we'll come back in studio and have a conversation. Stay tuned in.
I hereby declare Honorable James Jachi Kwesi as a member of Parliament elect for the Assin North constituency. Thank you and may God bless us all.
This is not Kumewu. We took Charles Opoku's money and spent it, but we did not vote for him. These were chants from some jubilant voters in Assin North after the NDC's James Dachekwesen was declared winner of the by-election, which many pundits and connoisseurs have described as the most keenly contested by-election in the Fourth Republic. The exercise started in the early hours of Wednesday morning with hundreds of voters queuing to cast their ballots. Despite strong assurances of thorough security preparations, there were minor disturbances, including the arrest of an imposter who was clad in a military uniform. This, however, did not distort the flow of proceedings, which was generally described as peaceful. Amidst the process, National Communications Officer of the opposition National Democratic Congress, Sami Jemfi, expressed confidence in his party's victory. According to him, the NPP's candidate was no threat at all, describing him as a political prostitute. But he was not the only one oozing with optimism. The Ashanti Regional Chairman of the ruling New Patriotic Party, Bernard Entry-Boesiako, popularly known as Chairman Wuntumi, was equally confident about victory.
About 4 catch them said Nipa 26,000 now to Sisia.
26,000.
Sisia,
At the moment, the angels have told me that about 26,000 people have voted, out of which the NPP already has 16,000 of those votes.
Yeah, number 16,000.
But after all the results from all the 99 polling stations were received, it was the NDC's James Jachikwesen who emerged victorious with a total of 17,245 votes, representing 57.56% of the total votes cast, with Charles Opoku of the ruling New Patriotic Party garnering 12,630 votes, representing 42.15% of the votes cast. Sefenu Bennett Enyonam of the Liberal Party of Ghana managed 87 votes, representing 0.29% of the total valid votes cast. Speaking to the media after his victory, James Jachikwesen had this to say.
I'm focused on how I can get Assin North developed. The court can take its own course.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Entro nenekre etumrika. Entro dikai. Enso bedre wie yero. Nokre ene bedin kudim. Enti omo na ma omo ka se Jachikwesen motoma na obekọ prison. Me catch him say Jachikwesen uncle prison and uncle prison at China.
I say before the minute you say no. And then you know then I'm right and you know and then I'm about to know then I'm right and you know.
I'm say betimi adane Assin North for adwen. Enye jumada. Ese me sremo brada. Yemfa no form. Asia hall number 3.
This is elections. It didn't go well for us, but it doesn't matter that we lost it all. I think we'll go back to the drawing board, prepare again, and come back.
For candidate number 1, he secured a percentage of 42.15%. Candidate number 2 secured 0.29%. Candidate number 3 had 57.5%. I hereby declare Honorable James
Now, this is a victory not just for myself. It's for the people of Assin North, and in fact for the country Ghana. Hopefully one day we'll pursue a good direction of justice, and also to realize that politics is not about sharing money to citizens and get a vote.
bend our God from victory to victory, and this shall lead. Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity, from victory to victory, and this shall lead. Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity.
They say, "Ombetimi adane Assin North for adwin." Enye jumada. Ete Mr. Brother, you find the form. Asia Hall number 3.
And we are your home of independent, fearless, credible journalism. Simply reporting the facts that NDC was indeed in a comfortable lead yesterday. And like ex-president John Mahama said, it was a funiform moment. So congratulations to Member of Parliament for Assin North, James Jachi Kwesen. Not an easy journey.
No, not at all. It hasn't been easy for him. I mean, from 2020 when he won that election till yesterday, it's not been easy at all, because when he won the election and went to Parliament, then there was the suit challenging his eligibility to contest for the seat, because he had not renounced his Canadian citizenship at the time he was filing his nomination, to contest. And he still stood the grounds that, well, he's renounced it, so he didn't see the need, to be persecuted in that way. Well, the law is the law, and so the law caught up with him. The Supreme Court annulled that election and declared the seat vacant, asked Parliament to expunge his name. They did, and so he called for the by-election. But he still thought that he's loved by the people. He's the people's man. He came from Canada to do something for Assin North, and so he'll still put himself up for it. He did. The MPP also, seeing the contest, went in for someone who had also, been doing a lot for the people of Assin North, and someone who could really put in a contest in the person of Charles Opoku. They brought him in. Someone who did not vote in the constituency but hails from there, because the constitution allowed him to vote. They went to bring him in, and he put up a good fight. Just that the good was not enough for him to claim it. Yeah.
Mamiasi and I had a little bit of an argument this morning about whether Mr. Kwesen's win was more personality driven than political NDC MPP. What's your take on that?
I think partly. When you look at him and you listen to the people, the Assin North people, how they speak about him, he has some sort of bond with the people.
Okay.
Yesterday, I was watching closely at him and how he was going to vote. When he was in the queue, he didn't just pass the queue. He went to stand by the people, behind the people. So he was in line,
in the queue,
waiting for his time to vote. And I told someone that, look, if the people are watching him, they will go like, nah, he didn't just come to bully us with who he is.
I mean, one may say that could be PR.
Well, but why? Is that not a good PR if it is?
Well, it worked.
Yeah. He stood behind them and waited for his time, went in there, cast his vote, and then left. And when you look at the way he, relates to the people, you could see that this is a person who is really extremely loved by the people. And look at it. When you follow the the pattern of vote in the constituency, the last NDC candidate to win won with the less of vote that he garnered in 2020.
Okay.
But in the by-election, he has extended that as well.
Okay.
So it's sort to tell you that no,
he's been able to gather more.
Yeah. And you see, I think that his personality has also been excelled or added on by the court case. Because when the court case was dragging on, you were driving a lot of the sins to him. Because the message was that, oh no, this guy is being persecuted for nothing. He's being pushed out of parliament because he's in to do something for you. And you see, if you sell that to me, like, oh, you're punishing someone who's in to do something for me.
Yeah.
Of
I mean,
course.
it's how we feel about Jesus, right? He died for us.
For
I
us.
mean, we love him because he died for us. So persecution has a way of twisting the story, you know.
So his
such
persona
a-
won,
Mm.
and the way the court case also went about, and how the NDC were able to
Turn it
communicate.
around, yeah.
You know, that worked the magic for him. But
I
I
have
think
a
his
question.
I think his persona is just look. I've seen one person like that, a former MP for Evaluate Ajomorajura. I was there with the man and I saw how he related with the people. The people love it when you relate with them that way. I think
That way.
that did the magic for
Let me
James.
see 1 second, because we know that President John Mahama had mentioned that this may be a referendum of sorts for how people are feeling about the political parties. And the reason I'm asking about personality is that I want to know if you feel that this is a true reflection of how we feel about the opposition or about our government, or whether this is really just, you know, the personality thing. And also, remember when we were listening to President Mahama, I mentioned that he sounded so relatable, and that's what made us fall in love with him.
The
So the
form
question
thing.
is exactly, are we going back, or is the NDC going back to that relatability which made them sort of like the party for the grassroots?
If you
Is
follow,
that the-
if you follow what they did in Assin North, you probably can conclude that they realized that let's go back to who we really are, because the campaign they did was not really about appealing to a higher height somewhere. They went down and explained the issues to the grassroots. So I think they seem to be going back. And again, if you ask about whether people really did this to tell the government that we are not happy with you, you could feel it in there. Like the people who said we took his money, but they didn't.
We spent it.
Yeah, but didn't vote for him. People have realized that no, I mean, you cannot govern the way you like and expect us to give you an extension. So the MPP should sit back and say, we're in for trouble in 2024.
Money finish, eye clear.
Exactly. You know.
Basically, yeah. Yeah.
And the thing is that they should realize that you cannot decide to hoard money and use it to buy the conscience of the people. People they are waking up.
Our
By the
conscience is
minute.
getting more
Yeah.
expensive.
So the thing is that if you decide to hoard money and use it to buy people, you cannot do it again. You can buy a handful, but to win an election with that strategy, it won't work. So they should probably do something between now and 2024 if they really mean to break the eight.
Yeah.
Else they should probably use this as a test case
start
to say
backing.
we are gone.
Manisi, you had a question?
Indeed, I wanted to know, I mean, based on the question you were asking about whether it was just his personality or that politically having the backing of his party, I'd like to know from you if Judge Christian was an independent candidate, what would the outcome be? Will it have been the same as it has been now?
An independent candidate from being a former MP on the ticket of the
Yes.
NDC or coming
No,
this
as
afresh?
in if he was an independent candidate, even before the court case, and going back to fight for a seat.
Well, we have all come to realize that in this country,
Based on the point you raised about personality.
Okay, so his personality really played a huge role, but it couldn't have been in a vacuum because you need the platform of the political party called the NDC or the NPP to prosecute an agenda like that and win in this country. How many times have we seen independent candidate winning? So you would have a very good personality, but you need a certain vehicle to push you up or to prop up that personality that you have, and that is whether
But
you're
we
selling
currently
for.
have an independent candidate in Parliament.
That independent candidate is not an entirely independent candidate because he was once a member of Parliament on the ticket of a party,
Of the
NPP,
though.
and he got angry because of the treatment that
Was meted out to him.
exactly, and he decided that look, one, I am popular amongst my people, and sometimes when you are an MP and people want to hand you out, and you feel that you have the support of your constituent, you cannot let them down than to decide to say I'm going independent. So he had already sold himself on a vehicle of the NPP and decided that I cannot just let the people down, I'll go again, and that's why he won. If he had come on his own,
Would have been
it may
difficult.
have been different. It may have been a bit more difficult. So, I mean, just run us through yesterday. There were issues yesterday, you know, pockets of things that happened.
Yeah.
So just for those who missed it, if you can do like a recap of some of those things for us.
Okay, so yesterday, like you had in our report, there was this one person who was impersonating a military officer. He dressed like a military officer, and he was picked up by the police. We also heard of a shooting incident at Assin North. So I'm told it was a warning shot the person gave. So they arrested some 3 people of the NPP. The regional secretary of the NPP in Central Region went to bail them. So that's one of the issues that also happened. And then, of course, the issue about vote buying. It was rife. I mean, in the morning, someone said, "Oh, the NDC gave me 100 cedis, the NPP gave me 200 cedis." So when it comes to vote buying in Assin North yesterday, we had that all the sides, the two sides were paying their way through. But the thing is that we'll take it.
But we'll still vote for we'll still vote for who. Yesterday when you were discussing how the IGP had ordered that all of the MPs and those who had armed should hand over there. Do we feel that was successful in terms of the collection of arms and keeping the peace?
Once no major incident
happened. I believe it worked.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the IGP deserves his flowers. I mean, right before the exercise took place, days before the exercise took place, they were on the ground, you know, to ensure that things went according to plan. Met with all the political parties, their representatives, even with the EC and all the stakeholders in that by-election. And so, I mean, things didn't go our way. Okay, I think the police presence there yesterday when Kojo Nyako was reporting said the presence of the police went far to ensure that things were done orderly and that no violent situation, you know, came up. And even though there were pockets of violence here and there, the police were able to forestall any, you know, it escalating. You know, so I think that the police in that regard did really well to ensure, and I hope that will be, you know, replicated next year when we go into the general election, you know, because there's been too many issues of election violence. You know, in the last election it wasn't really good, and up till now we're still seeking justice for those who lost their lives. Yeah. So if the police can, you know, command that kind of attention, that will be great. We may not even need the military to, you know, come in when we need them.
Just that when it comes to the major election, the numbers of the police won't
and
be sufficient.
The dynamics
so
are
we
different.
need the military and other security agencies to join. But yes, I think that they did so well. You know, getting to the latter part of the day, we're hearing on social media some of these. Sam George put on Twitter that he had met
some macho
vehicle full of military men and macho men. So it looks
but I think later he came back to say that the IGP was able to
because at the end of the day, when you realize that nothing untoward happened, then of course you can only come back to say that, well, maybe in the first instance but nothing really happened. So it tells that maybe in elections we should probably tone down a little on the sort of, you know, speculations that we do have. That when you see A, you want to give meaning to it to mean that, okay, A can be ABC. Maybe we should just allow the security.
Which is a very important point you raise, because you see, even on social media, when some of these speculations come up, people do not really believe it until it seeps into traditional media, and then we start reporting. Of course, for Joy News' platform, we check. We do make our checks before we go out with anything. But it also boils down to the fact that we need to be circumspect in our reportage.
Very
circumspect, because that goes a long way to couch the narrative.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not throwing shade. I mean, but the last election, we do remember that there were other media houses that had gone forward to declare. And I remember that we were in the strong room.
Yes.
And, you know, our boss, may his soul rest in peace, kept on saying, "Not yet. Let's wait. Not yet. Let's wait." So then it became less about being sensational and more about
or even being the first.
Exactly.
Get it right.
And you know, the thing is, is that when you get it right over time, you build credibility.
Exactly.
So no matter who else, I'm just going to enjoy working at Joy FM in this moment. No matter who else reported, the nation was waiting
for us
to hear whether we said.
Because indeed.
Because, so it's important to build credibility over the years and not be in a hurry to report the sensational stuff just to get the numbers.
Sure.
So I think
that should go for all of us in the media. That we do play a critical role in whether or not an election will go sour.
Or not, yeah.
So,
with a very typical example of Rwanda.
Exactly. Like I always say that most of us or all of us in the media space should probably once in a while watch that Hotel Rwanda movie. It would sort of dawn on us our responsibility to the community, whether the community would be
in
peaceful
the way that we're able to incite.
Or not. Exactly. Because what we say, people, look, you have followers.
Of course.
Whatever you say,
people listening.
Someone will say, that's the truth.
Somebody's just waiting to hear what they want to hear so that they're sparked and then off they go.
And it's not only for what we say, but how we do guard the utterances of our guest.
Yeah.
That when you feel that the guest is probably going off board, you have to tame him or her. Yeah. Because you might not know what that word
would say that would then go inside.
So it's something that all of us should look up to, not even going into 2024, but from now.
Always.
Because whatever you say at any point in time can either destroy or help build a community.
Well, the power of life is in
but anyway, I said something earlier about the Atiku maximizing his vote. Let me clarify here. In terms of percentage, he went up, but in terms of actual vote, he dropped slightly. Because of the attendance. He dropped slightly, but just that the MPP also lost. I mean, they dropped by 2,000 or so vote.
4,000.
But he lost. No, I mean the gap between them.
Yes.
But for the candidate, what he secured as to compare to the other vote, 2020 vote.
I mean, so all in all, really, Judge Kwesen. I mean, clearly he won.
Yeah.
So there was an attendance issue.
Someone who's listening might say, but you said he
went up when he actually went down. It's like how when Baumia is explaining the economy, so it has gone down by going up.
Nominal figures.
You know how they compare? It has increased at a decreasing rate. It has. They are like, look,
a marginal increase.
So I mean those things. So I'd like to know, if you're listening to us, what do you make of the NDC's win? Do you think that it's a reflection, as it were, of how the nation is feeling about our government and about opposition? What are your thoughts about yesterday? Do you have a bit more confidence about the election? If you're NDC, love to hear what you think. Phone lines are opened, and also our WhatsApp line 055119997. But Brace, another thing is that moving forward for Parliament, what does this mean that the NDC have been able to confirm this consistency as theirs?
So they still then maintain is it 171 170 for both,
the number
the numbers is it 170 137 good. So it means that the NDC still has the numbers that they had before now, so they can still do that magic that they were doing.
So now it means that they'll really use it to our advantage is another question.
But the thing is that, I mean, they did so well to a certain extent, because sometimes you cannot hold government.
When I say our advantage, I mean to the people they are representing.
I understand, but that's what I'm saying, that you see, before, government didn't have it easy in pushing through bills. For example, the e-levy. Look at how they were able to hold government.
But they still push it through.
Exactly.
Still didn't resign.
It didn't resign.
So there's been a lot of noise without any change.
Revenue bills that we had to push through before the IMF gave us the $3 billion. It still didn't work out.
It's a lot of talk, but actually
as to whether those actions materialize is another conversation altogether.
It's like democracy is being
So you see, it's great to have a hung parliament, but you see, still at the same time, whether that is working to the advantage of the constituents. I believe that, so for my MP, I'm hoping that the voice of the people will be heard and will reflect in the votes in Parliament. Is that really the case? even with the numbers that they have. That is the question now. It's not about whether, okay, yeah, they were able to make it uneasy for the government in power to push down. It's not about that. It's about whether they were able to stop certain
but I think that
bills from going through.
I think that we should appreciate where we are. Parliament has not been like this.
That song has been sung and gone.
So,
we've celebrated that and left. We need to move from that place.
There's only a point you can hold government to. You cannot hold and say that you want the government to crash.
I mean, if they had the majority, would have been different.
Exactly. Yeah. Now there's a limit they can go. Because why would you want to hold on government for? We saw this in US during Trump's time.
Why do we call it a hang parliament?
Because the situations hang in the parliament.
Exactly.
But the thing is that they still have the numbers.
So why shouldn't the numbers work for us?
Today's a holiday.
It's a holiday. Let's keep it aside.
Funny form.
So,
Sarkodie Brasak also has released his response this morning. We'll be listening to that. You remember that Yvonne Nelson had accused him of what she had accused him of, and he's responded. And you know how social media is. He shouldn't have responded. He's good. He has responded. He to why, she to why. It continues. We'll have that conversation when we come back. We're taking a quick break.
I'm just saying, I'm betting me have done it Assin North for Adrian. And you, Jumada. As a Miss Ramo Brada, young fan of form. I see a hall number 3.
My people, Philadelphia, our very own Adansi Travels is 10 years old. Wow. I hope you remember what they did on their 5th anniversary with a 555 figure and even the power of 8.
Then this will be a 10-day thing.
That is right. We are going on a 10-day adventure in Dubai on a chartered Emirates flight full of Adansi travelers from 10th to 19th August. And starting from $1,650, you can be part of this Adansi-licious 10th anniversary tour. The rate covers flights, hotel accommodation, breakfast, visa, airport transfer, tours, and Adansi at 10 mega party at Dubai Desert Camp with the legendary Samini.
Adansi Travelers Tour. It's a vibe. The 10th anniversary. That will be a part of this.
You can pay a minimum of $500 to book your seat and pay the rest till 15th July. Contact Adansi Travels now on 0595 500 817 or 055 631 0404 to book your spot now. Adansi Travels. Feel life's beauty.
Someone smells great here and fresh, my love.
I wish I could stay in the shower all day.
I know, right? Nothing beats a bath with geisha soap. It smells so good, it lasts long, and it's enriched with natural ingredients that work wonders for my skin.
And it now comes with a fresh new look, giving us even more reasons to love our geisha bar.
New and improved geisha soap. Great new look, better fragrance, same natural ingredients, still all last time. This advert is FDA approved.
Be strong and last long.
Like geisha.
Say donut, 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 donut. Hey, donut, 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 donut. Donut, donut. Then come cotton donut. Donut, donut. Malaria super donut. Everybody follow not sa malaria. A 3D till no not now. Oh, malaria chill. Oh, popo. What really do? I want you. Num donut. A dabako. Num donut. A damienu. Num donut. A damiensa. Num donut. No. Lonat scatter malaria. Lonat ide scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yenshishemu hu se malaria wa wumujam ansana wanum Lonat. Na nam yensearch na malaria no daso wo hwa ko hu dokota.
This advert is FDA approved.
Are you tired of struggling with bad financial situations? At Quick Credit, we understand the difficulties that come with transitioning to a better one. That's why we're here to simplify the process for you. With loan facilities from 1,500 cedis upwards, all you have to do is call and we will take care of the rest. All you need is your national ID. No savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no account opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. What are you waiting for? Call Quick Credit today. 0302 200 390 or 059 692 0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best. Enjoy.
Much for staying tuned in. We don't take it for granted that you choose us, and we choose you right back. Happy holiday to you. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday. If it's your wedding anniversary, happy wedding anniversary. If you're celebrating Easter, happy Easter. If it's Christmas in your house, happy Christmas. Happy school fees coming up in a few days as well. Yeah, you said A. Yeah, school fees.
I don't get the arrangement at all.
He has said A and R to the school fees.
Yeah. Hey, problem. Charlie, you try being here and chair. After 9 days was I say. After I put your fees. I mean, into schools in communion the break. So a break.
No, it's not a break. It's a whole holiday. 10 days. A whole holiday.
The vacation back on you put your fees. 10 days. Yeah, buy what is say 2 or 3 months. 10 days. You go to your fees for.
How much are you paying?
My 2 kids, I think 3,000. You know, but on the phone.
No, it's not
on the phone
because I doubt your salary has gone up.
Uncle, sir.
Everything else is more expensive. And the children are always eating.
Exactly.
Leaving the light on. Water running. Clothes. And then school fees.
Nah, not so sir.
It's too much.
I feel salary in the move.
I'm so sad right now. I'm so sad right now. I'm so sad. But that's a good one, and I think that's a very accurate reflection of how parents feel, because it's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
I mean, the other time I was talking to my wife, and I said, so can't the school just say, okay, this one year we're going to take it as a break?
And not an
a
actual
vacation,
vacation
that we need to come and pay.
Yeah.
Well, once
and I don't know if your kids are having to have extra classes.
Okay.
Or not
We
yet?
haven't started yet.
Okay.
I'll bring them here and they will start here in Accra.
Okay. Because most kids from about class 4, class 5 are starting the extra classes. Right now, the extra classes is between 700 to 1,000 Ghana cedis a month per subject.
Charlie.
Hey.
Charlie.
What are
per
you saying?
subject.
Per subject. So if your child, if your child is writing BC,
Then there's some
that's at least 6.
Charlie.
You're doing at least
6,000.
6 subjects per month.
It's more.
Extra.
No, as in per subject, right? So,
Yeah,
so if they're
1,000
taking
cedis per
1,000,
subject.
so
It's
if they're doing
1,000, not 1,007.
No,
No,
1,000
no.
CDs per
Per
subject.
subject.
between
Okay.
700 and 1,000 she
Per
says.
subject. So
Charlie.
times 6, minimum of
6,000.
about 5,400. Because the system is such that if your child does not do well, they'll get lost.
Okay, then probably I'll use the current system we are using now is that their mother is into education.
Okay.
So she does the extra classes in the house.
In herself.
So
Well, we are blessed.
probably we'll maintain it.
Yeah.
The Eja one kasa
You gotta
koda
stick to
na-
your
na-
three
But
you
obviously,
know.
I mean, when they get
But,
to the
I mean,
BEC,
yeah, you'd
WASI
have
time,
to.
you'll have to.
Yeah.
And our educational system is such that if you don't do well from the BEC,
Then that's it.
you just it's a mess, and there's almost no way of recovering.
Charlie.
So it's a lot of pressure on the kids. So when you're praying, remember our kids who are writing BEC, they are so stressed out.
They are.
They are so stressed out. The pressure is so much because it's such a life-changing exam. Unless you have money to fly them abroad, or you are going to take them to expensive.
I
Anyway,
remember when I was going to ride it was raining, and the rainwater took one of my slippers away.
Wow.
So I couldn't return, so I had to walk, barefooted. Yeah, and
to write the exam.
Some of the people were like, why? I said, no, you don't know what has happened to me. Let's go and ride. What matters is that I'm here.
You are there and you're writing. Wow, amazing story. So thank you all for your contributions and for your text messages. And remember that the hashtag is JoySMS. Mamiesi, would you do some of the messages for us?
Yes, indeed. There's some messages coming in from Twitter, and this is from Ellie Price. He says, this should be the true reflection of 2024. The people are getting wiser. Also from Emmanuel Amoako, he says, it speaks volumes though, but I believe the people of Assin North decided to reward Kwesi for the treatment NPP and the state is taking him through. Also from Amenja Book, he says, it may be an indication of what to expect in the 2024 elections, but I think by the time we get there, the dynamics may be different. Hashtag Joy SMS. Also from David Agboja, he says every Ghanaian will vote according to their living standards, and I bet you we are going to get a lot of surprises. Ghanaians are brepa. Also from Eswa 360, says it sure shows that the populace now see through the lies and deceptions of politicians. They can't buy votes with shabby developments. If they want to work, they should work, else they'll be kicked out of office.
All right. Well, thank you for all the messages. We're still live and interactive for the remainder of the show. So we'd love to know what you think. Also about the school fees issue. Let us know what you think about the 10-day holiday and the fact that it should be a break and not an actual holiday.
I mean, the proprietor should consider.
But you've said it. They are not going to mind
They have
you.
to listen.
They are not going to
They have
listen.
to put anyway.
Because they will also say that their expenses have gone up.
Yeah.
They have to pay teachers, they have to pay electricity, they have to pay water.
In a way.
They have to do what, because others will complain that the teachers are not.
Yeah.
And the teachers are also stressed out.
Yeah.
Because the workload is a lot.
We're all in the same economy now.
Exactly. So, anyway, Roverman Productions, in partnership with Joy FM and National Theatre, is ready to excite you again with another brand new and hilarious play, I Like What You Like. Ever since Kwesi fell from grace, Iris, his wife, has had to take up the cost of running the home. But an unexpected announcement turns Kwesi's dreadful morning into a very exciting one and sets him on an adventure he's not ready for. Now, imagine her frustration when wealth comes knocking and he is taking his time to answer the door. How will he be able to handle the stress and pressures of gold unseen? I Like What You Like is a test of integrity, faith, love, and honor. This play comes on at the National Theatre from the 7th to the 16th of July as follows. Fridays at 7 p.m., Saturdays 4 and 8, Sundays 1, 4, and 8. It's the Roverman 1, 2, 3. You can't miss a place. 150 CDs per show. And tickets are available now via Callbar short code *365 *535 hash. You can also visit the Roverman Productions pages on Facebook and Instagram, or call 050-554-6010 or WhatsApp 050-554-6030 for inquiries. Sponsors: Ebony Condoms, Gino Tomato Mix, and GCB Bank Place. Communications partner is M-Notify. Roverman Productions, be the difference.
Well, every time we eat, food and sugars are trapped between our teeth, leading to tooth decay, gum disease, and in some cases foul breath. Brushing your teeth every morning and night with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter gives you your teeth the protection they need, leaving you with 10 times stronger teeth. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter is fortified with profluoride and microcalcium ingredient, sealing tiny and invisible holes in your teeth. This prevents cavities, keeps your teeth strong and mouth healthy. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter, maximum cavity protection, 10 times stronger teeth. 25 years of educating to brush day and night. Pepsodent is recommended by the Ghana Dental Association. There are 2 other highly effective variants of Pepsodent on the market. Pepsodent Charcoal, made with a fine blend of activated charcoal and lemon essence. Pepsodent Charcoal White gently polishes away tooth stains and naturally restores your bright smile. And then we have Pepsodent Herbal for our herbal lovers. Try Pepsodent Herbal toothpaste, formulated from carefully selected natural extract and uniquely blended herbs. Pepsodent Herbal releases, repairs, and protects gum tissues while giving you strong teeth. You can get Pepsodent at any shop near you. Call our customer care center on toll-free line 0800 2030 0800 2030. Always remember to brush your teeth in the morning and before you sleep at night. Pepsodent, every smile matters.
And exciting news, EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is really coming soon. And if you don't own a house, you know that it's going to be very problematic, especially paying school fees and paying rent. So owning a home is an accomplishment. When it comes to choosing our preference of living, we are faced with a dilemma. Now, will you go for affordability, comfort, or luxury? Well, we'll help you choose your preferred home at the 14th edition of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair, powered by the Planned City Extension Project from Cities and Habitats. For further inquiries, please call 0540 110 389. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is coming really soon.
So, as part of the annual Ghana Women of the Year honors, Glitz Africa presents Ghana Female CEO Summit 2023. It's an extraordinary forum that celebrates the brilliance and accomplishment, together with networking opportunities for highly influential women with a wealth of experience and passion for empowering women in leadership. The theme is resetting the narrative, ushering in a new era of influence. Speakers include Amasa Pombewa, the board chairperson for Access Bank Ghana Place, Mrs. Frida Yahan Duplan, board chair for Zenith Bank, Her Excellency Grace Jeanette Mason, South Africa High Commissioner to Ghana, Abna Moa, Managing Director, Ghana Stock Exchange, and it'll be hosted by our very own Edem Naite, Programs Manager here at Joy FM. The date is Friday, the 30th of June 2023, and it's at the Accra Marriott Hotel at 9 a.m. Official partners: Access Bank Ghana Place, UNFPA, Spanish Embassy, with Joy FM as the official media partner. To book a table for your company's female in management or reserve a seat for more inquiries, contact 055-710-7779 or 0500-545645 or send an email womenoftheyear@glitzafrica.com.
Okay, and to the University of Ghana. Now, the University of Ghana invites the public to the 2023 Joseph S. A. Japan Distinguished Lecture. Join UG at 75 and its partner, Harvard University Center for African Studies, to explore the theme, Combating Non-Communicable Diseases, Africa's Greatest Health Challenge. This lecture will be presented by Professor Peter Lamte, an expert in global communicable and non-communicable diseases. The date is today, Wednesday, June 28, 2023. The time is 5 p.m. and it will be held at the CD Conference Center, University of Ghana campus. It will be chaired by Director General of Ghana Health Service, Dr. Patrick Kuma Abwaji. Please make a date.
Your browsing experience on myjoyonline.com just got better with a new interface and outlook. Get the latest news on politics, business, sports, entertainment, and lifestyle on the new myjoyonline.com portal. The new platform comes with a better and stronger rich content integration. Easily access content from video to audio on the new portal, and do share your feedback with us via mail at editors@myjoyonline.com or WhatsApp 05511119997 so we can improve your experience and serve you even better.
Okay, so this Friday, June 30th, there will be a public lecture you won't soon forget. Now, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, Professor Benigo Efo Amate, will be welcoming and hosting the Vice Chancellor of the University of Johannesburg, who will deliver a public lecture on artificial reproductive technologies, ethical and legal considerations through an African prism. The special guest of honor for the occasion will be Mr. Godfrey Yeboah-Dame, Attorney General and Minister of Justice. As part of the program, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Johannesburg, Professor Mpedi, will be launching his new book, Labor Law in Ghana. This public lecture and book launch will be at 10 a.m. on Friday, June 30th at the Kofi Ohene Konedu Auditorium on the UPSA campus. Prepare for this and be empowered to further impact your world. For more information, please send an email to events@upsamail.edu.gh. Friday, 30th June, 10 a.m. See you there. So this morning, shots have been fired. Like, like so many shots. If you've missed the shots, I don't know for you. But anyways, it started when Yvonne Nelson released her book, Got the Nation Reading. And she mentioned names. She told a story of a young man who had gotten her pregnant and she'd had to have an abortion and all of that. I mean, social media was buzzing. Was it a good idea to tell? It's her memoir. It's her right to speak. But when you're naming other people, what are the implications? There was all of that. Sarkodie was quiet. And now he's not so quiet anymore. Take a listen.
Light up your Eid! This Eid season, Electroland Ghana Limited is giving you discounts on a wide range of products. Talk of Nasco, Media, TCL or Samsung, fridges, air conditioners, television sets, microwaves, washing machines, and many more. Masa, look sharpo. Visit any of our showrooms today and let the magic of the crescent illuminate your Eid today. Electroland Ghana Limited, lighten up your Eid like never before.
The system has nothing on her. Those in power fear what she can do. She is Madame, and she is coming. On one hand, she's a humanitarian, and on the other, she's using them to seduce men in power for favors. Madame is a new drama series that explores the evils of an uncontrolled system where young women are exploited. Premiering Monday, 8th May at 8 p.m. on Aquaba Magic, DSD Channel 150 and Go TV Channel 102. Stay connected on star 759 hash.
Someone pay me the ajame, and then I want that dame. Would them have me and I would the come upon me. Mommy this what that time. Someone pay me the jame, mommy cool. Don't be for fraud that time. Who jam me on one crime? Yeah, baby girl, make you not try me. Yeah, not try me. I never thought I was gonna be on this wave, cause I was ready to take a couple things to my grave. First off, let me clap for you, baby, you brave. But you can't pick and choose what to say, please behave. Or be on some out, so I hear my if you wanna talk. You gotta tell the world every other nigga you off. You can't just fit it into the picture like you were just looking for love. I'm on the things that you suck. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, we had a thing. First time I thought you were cool till I had a hint. Now me face the boys I clock it with the baddest bitch. That's a sign of you, I saw Cuban links. I was trying to stay away from you, but then you came. What trying to say when you man, I'm the one to be blamed. Okay, of course, I thought that you were trying to start another drama. I'll be boy from the street, I know the game. Yes, I wasn't ready, but then I told you to keep it. What tell me say with school, I woke up, you gotta complete it. To be very honest, till today I don't believe it. Cause me cause I'm a doctor, make sure you say you don't need it. After conversation, either you sent me a text, so I down for me with Dr. B, but you know he's the best. So don't you make it seem like I was the one pushing you for abortion, cause that be the only part will make a vex. Yeah, someone pay me the ajame, and then I would that dame. Would them have me and I would the come upon me. Joy 99.7 FM. Don't be for fraud that time. Who jam me on one crime? Baby girl, make you not try me. few weeks ago, you tried to set me up again. Oh, should I try my WhatsApp so you still go through the pain? But me knowing you, I kinda knew that you were really up to something. So I said that we should meet so you explain. Big R&D meeting was sky bar. What's the honey panadol? So I'm like, And then you told me, say, I'm missing with fear, and I'm missing me. Now, Miss Amisha with them, you like bad. Near work, can't pen no show song. Miss Amra with fear, dear man, I don't know song. And then you say, nah, near barbecue, I am a JD. Beman, I been no me brand new. We know what it is, shorty just sits in the back. Cause after way, does it bring the happiness back? Take the blame, cause nobody gets the cost of a bad choice in life. Stop the personal attacks. First few hours, had the book is doing well. Who is really shocked, cause everybody can tell. So it's not because the book is really good, but we're living in a world where negativity sells. I pray you get the healing that you need. Let me claim a good girl, you are for the streets. Strategy not hit to buy him, I do too. Me, I'm at the one coffee shop, I'm about to read. Someone pay me
the unofficial response by Sarkodie. No matter what side you are on, the song is nice.
It is.
Like you, let's say it's not a response to anybody cry, or it's a vague abstract. The rap is nice. And I think Yvonne Nelson herself in her response says that the rap is nice. Like you will win hearts with the song, but from her the truth still stands. Well, Macy, do you want to give us a better reaction from Yvonne Nelson?
Indeed. I mean, within a short period, Yvonne has come back to respond to Sarkodie and in on Twitter, and this is how she responded. She says, "In my book, I narrated how you got me pregnant, how you couldn't wait for me to get rid of it, how you drove me to have an abortion, drove in caps, you know. As usual, you want to use rap to rubbish a pain a young woman felt. We both have daughters. Let's see what life throws at them. Hashtag tried you." And it continues.
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I didn't like the introduction of children. Let's not make the feud a generational one.
Yes.
Let's not continue. And I expect that.
Let me finish. Then we'll come in.
Before I get, I'll say
again. And would you have readily agreed for me to keep a pregnancy when you were in a serious relationship with another lady who would become your wife? ? Your street line is played out. Hashtag the truth sets you free. Hashtag the youth is learning. And she goes on to say, Michael, that's Sarkodie, you claim I was desperate to abort because I needed to complete school. In 2010, when I became pregnant, I had completed the university. Anybody can verify this. I wasn't in school and you know it. If you want to lie, find a logical lie. Hashtag you spit... What?
Lies.
You're spitting lies. Yes, that's it. Hashtag you're spitting lies. And she goes on to say, in my book, okay, so there's a repetition of that. But then she ends here, if you want to lie, find a logical lie.
All right, so that's Yvonne Nelson's response to... What do you think?
Well, I don't know why people think that Sarkodie shouldn't have
responded.
Yeah, because like in storytelling, we say you have to be balanced.
And even in law, everybody has the right to reply.
So you've said your own. I also have to say my own. And he thinks that, well, the way I have to bring up my own is to put it in what I do.
Because that's what I do.
The medium he knows best.
So he's done. And look, you have to listen to the song again and listen again to really appreciate what he's saying. He's trying to give us the other side. What happened? Did we even know that he invited him few weeks ago to a house? And what does he mean by saying that? Well, Obia or Canada, what could have happened before now that he's refusing to go to a house?
Yeah, Brace, for me, I'm not talking about the details of Yvonne and Sarkodie, but I respect the right to hear a man's story because a lot of times the story of the men is silenced once the women cry victim. And we do that with everything. We do it when we're parenting, we do it when we're divorced, we do it to our baby daddies, we play victim. And as soon as the man talks, and he's like, why did you talk?
And he alluded to it. He said,
let's allow the men to talk. You don't have to agree with it, but you cannot take away his rights to defend himself and his territory.
And I think somebody should probably speak with Yvonne to take her time in responding. Because I've just seen people going back to pull up something that contradicts herself. That I'm asking for more clarity here. She says, you claim that, she says in 2010, when I was pregnant, I had completed university.
Yes.
Anybody can verify this. Now,
Yes.
some people have also gone back into her book to say that.
Okay, so do you have it in her book where she said?
Okay.
She said, "I must admit it was a tough year. I was in my final year university. I was banned from acting. I was pregnant, and definitely was not prepared to host another human being." So in her book, she says that she was in her final.
Which also goes to say that indeed she wanted to get rid of the baby because she said she wasn't ready to host another human being.
You know, so she has to take her time, because the more she responds quickly,
Well,
the more
you can't hold that right from
no.
her from responding.
No. I'm not saying she shouldn't
If she
respond.
wants
I'm
to
saying
respond,
that
she would respond.
No,
Knowing who Yvonne
no, but
Nelson
I'm saying
is,
that
she would if she wants to.
How quick she is in responding is trying to, like,
she's telling Sarkodie to be logical with his lies. And I think the response is also be logical with your responses.
Exactly. You
because
see,
then you're contradicting yourself.
Well, it's different from saying don't respond.
No. I'm not saying. I'm saying that she should
time.
restrain herself in responding, especially when you are even bringing in children.
That I disagree with her.
That point
that I
is a low
her.
point. That
Yes,
you can't say that you wish what happened to you on another
because your children
innocent
have
young
no
girl.
idea
What's
what
happening?
You guys
You know,
are going
that's
through.
what I'm saying. That someone should speak to her to say that, look, can you take your time? Probably, soak it in first. Breathe in, breathe out, and then put out a response. That could be a more informed response than to say that in the spur of the moment, I'm going on whatever you say, power, and you're exposing yourself. Look at what is happening. So I'm saying that if people who are close to her can talk to her, let her restrain her from commenting now. Take some time. Sarkodie took how many days before coming out?
It took a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you sleep over an issue, you better
see it differently.
And you give a better response. So sleep over it.
Well,
and then take your time.
But I still have my own reservations about the revelations in the book. For me, I always ask this question: if Sarkodie wasn't Sarkodie today, would you have still gone ahead to put that story in the book?
As if it was like some security man.
Or even if he wasn't even
There's
known
nothing
today.
wrong with security men. They're just unknown.
I have my reservations. You know, I don't hold it. I mean, I don't begrudge her for what she's done. That's her life. She can choose to do whatever she wants to do with it. But I believe that there are certain things that, it's not just about the two of you. Life has happened. You've moved on. It affects not just Sarkodie or yourself. Other people linked to you as well.
But don't you need a hook to sell a book? She felt that her hook was Sarkodie because it was
one thing
and then
everyone is talking about.
It comes to the question: why then do you put the book out in the first place? What is the purpose of that book? Is it going to add value to my life or who else's? What really is that hook you're talking about?
No, okay. So the hook. When I say the hook, I mean something that would drive people to go in for the book. And I think that her hook here was Sarkodie.
Of course.
The name Michael Addo Sarkodie really drove a lot of people.
It was the first story that came out.
Yes, because we didn't know this has happened.
Well,
I didn't know about it.
I get
but
where
her
you're
book
coming
really
from,
said,
Grace.
at a point in time,
Okay. So then we start making the correlations and
then there
we
were
like
some pictures
analysis.
flying around. So that's a hook, I think.
Come to think of it, what really? I mean, we've not heard from Yvonne for how long? For years. She's not really, aside the movies that she produces, I mean, her personality in general, she's been out of the limelight for a while now.
Since she had her baby.
I mean, why this book? That is the question I'd like to put to her. Why do you decide to release a book with these revelations? For what reason?
That's a question she's the only one who
She's the only one who can answer.
We can't really answer that for her.
How then do I understand from her point of view why she wants to release such a book?
Oh, because she wants
to.
Because I think if you read the book,
it affects other people.
She's conflicted. She's looking for her own identity, isn't it? I think that's the primary object. Exactly. That the Nelson on her.
So why don't you find
her.
your identity?
I have a question for you guys. If she released the book to find answers or find her identity, do you think that she has succeeded in doing that by releasing the book and the choice of content that she chose to put out?
I don't think so.
I think
will this help you find your identity?
As of now,
how will
can't
I
say
help
she
you
has
find your
succeeded.
identity?
But maybe if the supposed father is reading somewhere, maybe this could open that gate for him to come out to say, well, look, I am your father, and then they could go through the process.
That is
because
if the father
because you
knows
see, that's what I'm saying.
That Yvonne is my daughter.
Well, there's a man somewhere who could possibly know that I am the father. But having been in the position before, but I think it will be quite.
It's quite a complicated situation
for you to not know who your father is.
Of course,
it's a very
it will be, that's why she wrote
and to be
this,
told it's this person then this.
Yeah.
So I think we can all relate with her pain. The question we keep on asking is, what was the significance of the Sarkodie variable in the book? I think apart from sensationalism, we are finding it difficult
but she has a lot in there, because I'm told that there's a portion that talks about she being pimped to a certain king in Nigeria and all of that. There's a lot in there, but that king, the name of the king was not mentioned. Yeah.
So why was Sarkodie?
So the question is
why exactly?
But because the king, we don't know him, it won't be a hook for us to go and buy.
Either way, if you're interested, buy the book and read it and make your own conclusions and assertions and all of that. But either ways, that's it from us. So we are done. We are going home to chop holiday. Oh wow, okay, Samuel Dami says no, we shouldn't go. So we're not going, but we're gonna do this song just for you, for staying tuned in with us.
Someone pay me the ajame, and then I want that dame. Would they mami via na would they come up me? Mami this what that time. Someone pay me the jame, mami ko. No be for fraud that time. Who jam me on one crammy? Yeah, baby girl, make you not try me. Yeah, don't try me. I never thought I was gonna be on this wave, cause I was ready to take a couple things to my grave. First off, let me clap for you, baby, you brave, but you can't pick and choose what to say, please behave. Or be on some out, so I hear my if you wanna talk, you gotta tell the world every other nigga you off. You can't just play the victim and paint a picture like you were just looking for love. I'm all the things that you suck. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, we had a thing. First time I thought you were cool till I had a hint. Now me face the boys, I clock it with the baddest bitch. There's a sign of yin I so say Cuban links. I was trying to stay away from you, but then you came. What time is when you man, I'm the one to be blamed. Okay, of course I thought that you were trying to start another drama. I'll be boy from the street, I know the game. Yes, I wasn't ready, but then I told you to keep it. What time is with school, I woke up, you gotta complete it. To be very honest, till today I don't believe it. Cause me cause I'm a doctor, make sure you say you don't need it. After conversation, now that you sent me a text, so I down for me with Dr. B, but you know he's the best. So don't you make it seem like I was the one pushing you for abortion, cause that be the only part will make a vex. Yeah, someone pay me the ajame, and then I would that dame. Would they mami via and I would they come up on me? Mami this what that time. Someone pay me the jam, mami ko. No be for fraud that time. Who jam me on one crammy? Baby girl, make you not try me. Few weeks ago, you tried to set me up again. Or should I try my WhatsApp so you still go through the pain? But me, knowing you, I kinda knew that you were really up to something. So I said that we should meet so you explain. Big RG meeting was sky back. What's the honey panadol? So I'm like, And then you told me, like, I miss Amra with fear, and I miss me. Now, miss Amisha with them, you like back. Near work, can't pen no show so. Miss Amra with fear, dear man, I don't know so. And then you are saying, near bar, BKB, I have a JD. Man, I been no me brand new. You know what it is, shorty just sits in the back. Cause after way, does it bring the happiness back? Take the blame, cause nobody gets the cost of a bad choice in life. Stop the personal attacks. First few